All right. Hi, chat. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, workers. Welcome, viewers. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Yeah, hi, chat. I think last stream like last week. Oh God. Just trying to live, I guess. Life stuff happening. Hope that's okay. Hope that's okay. But anyways, yeah, let's get on with this. Hopefully finish it in the meantime. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. And yeah, let us get to it. Ooh, okay. Last we left off, we were in the middle of going to the next area, I believe, the other countries area. I forgot the name of the country actually, honestly. But I think we're gonna meet Shilong Lang, I think his name is. I gotta remember his name, honestly. But yeah, I think that's the next part of the story we gotta do. I'm not sure how long this will take. Unsure. Shilong Lang. Yeah, I got it right. We're in the middle. Oh shit. Okay. I guess I'll see if I can finish it tonight. I'll see. We're in the middle, so hopefully it won't take too long. But still, I don't know. I don't know how many episodes. I don't know how many episodes the game has, but hopefully, episode 5 is the last one. Hopefully, we'll see. They had Trim Neutralis lobby, March 14th, 7:44 p.m. MIB, Men in Black. Wow. I wonder if that's the acronym. No, actually, no, I don't know. Maybe it means something else. 1-1-1-1. 1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1. 1-1. Shifu. 99 callouts and all 9 members are most likely here. Not kind of sir. Hey, you. Yeah, you. The second one from my right. Sir. Yes, sir. Here. A birthday present for you. What the fuck? Shifu, I didn't know that you knew all of our birthdays. What a kind heart you have. Shifu, you are more of a man than we will ever be, sir. I'm really sorry, but it's not my birthday. Langji says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. That present isn't for you. It's for your younger brother's wife's younger brother. What the fuck? It's for your younger brother's wife's younger brother. Tell him I said hi. And happy birthday, won't you? Yes, sir. How the fuck? How the fuck do you know? That's oddly specific. Shifu, I can't believe you remember that much about each of us. Shifu, I'm so moved that I can't stop crying. Shifu. I should probably leave them to alone time. All right, meeting's over. Everyone, head to your posts. Dismissed. Sir. Yo, were you guys there the whole time? I got a call from Sheena, and she's already filled me in. Sounds like you're always getting in my way again. I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate the Albastinian embassy. And what if I say no?
Objection!
Agent Lang. Agent Lang! This man is my subordinate. As I have received permission from the ambassador, he's being extended the same rights. Sorry, sis, but that's not that simple. Boss is the strictest immigration regulations in the world. Or didn't you know? Even among my elite men, about only half of them were admitted into the country. Besides, any more cooks in the country, in the kitchen, and we might spoil the soup, if we get what I mean.
How dare you make such assumptions?
Don't take this the wrong way. But I thought I was in the charge of our boss, Miss Von Karma. Look, try to understand, okay? Things over in our boss are a bit of a mess right now. What do you mean by a bit of a mess? No one told you? We had an incident in our boss as well. This is what we call a decision based on the investigation, Mr. Prosecutor.
Look, Wolfie, just let us in already. Just let us in already.
Who the fuck?
Is there a problem here, Agent Lang?
Oh, he's old. He is old. Oh, God. Oh, really? Just having a discussion about whether or not to let these guys in.
Ambassador Alba, I ask that you please allow these people to join the investigation.
I'm having a debate because of my country. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm terribly sorry for placing you good people in that kind of situation. It is all because I lack the strength to govern well.
Please, it is nothing of the sort, Ambassador.
You weakling, curse us! Curse your family and individually to affect change your country.
What are you...
Oh, the thing is, investigations conducted in my country have been under Agent Lang. And it is my judgment that I in order to minimize disruption of the investigation, I should leave everything up to Agent Lang.
There, you see?
Oh, no way! Ambassador Alba, I ask you to please reconsider them blending into Albas.
What's that?
My very own secretary has been murdered in Bobley's embassy, and he was apparently caught up in some very shady dealings completely unbeknownst to me. So I ask you cooperation in our investigation. These aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expenses to Bubble someday.
Alright. I get it. Even if you beg Ambassador Alba, I still have to give the final okay anyway.
Oh, wait! You hear that, Miss Edgeworth? We're in!
Not so fast, my little crow girl. You're still a witness in the Bobble murder. So I'd like you to please stay in the Republic of Bobble. Detective Gumshoe, please take good care of Kay for me.
Sir, yes, sir.
Sounds good to me. The fewer troublemakers, the better. What the hell's a rasp? Come on, give me a shot.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth!
Yes?
So, I wanted to ask for a while now, but... That lady over there, is she who I think she is?
Ah, right. I didn't introduce you to two of you yet.
Francisca Von Karma, the prosecutorial prodigy. It's nice to see you again, Kay. Ooh, I knew it! You're the wolf lady! You may address me as Miss Von Karma. As Miss Von Karma.
I want to give him a shot. Yeah, okay.
Miss Von Karma, I leave the investigation of Alabas in your hands. Thanks. Rest assured, I will outsmart both the smuggling ring and the Yatakarasu.
Smuggling ring, huh? Perhaps I should ask Francisca a bit more about them before I head into Alabas. Ah, I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Paulino for all he has done for me. Oh shit. Where's he? Where's he? Where the heck? Oh, it's right here. It's right here. Hi Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe, I'm counting on you to keep Kate safe.
Yes, sir. You just leave everything to me, sir.
And don't worry, I'll take good care of Gummy for you.
We'll go investigate the Bobble side of things together. Right, Kay?
That's right, Gummy.
All they're missing is the last stooge. Okay, I'm glad you were not hurt, but please refrain from such recklessness, alright? What if you had run into the Yatagarasu? You could have been killed.
Sorry to make you worry like that. I'll be more careful from now on.
Good girl. It's good to conduct some self-reflection every once in a while.
It's funny, you know. When I talk with you, Mr. Edgeworth, it's like I'm talking with my father.
Is that so? I really seen that old tour. Hi, Francisco. You've made so much progress in your investigation in such a short period of time. It's truly amazing.
Agent Hicks, who helped I had requested, was cut down before he had completed the task. There's no room for further failure in my perfect investigation.
Oh boy, that's right. The airplane masquerade. Not masquerade, airplane murder. In spite of that, I believe you were able to obtain some insight into the ring, correct?
It was nothing. I simply made some deductions based on the smuggling item that I was following.
You mean the Bobbly's ink? But why are these restrictions on export of Bobbly's ink to begin with?
That's classified info.
Francisca, as your subordinate, I am part of your investigation now. Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was as well informed as you?
Point taken. Very well. I'll fill you in. Recently, we discovered some very well-made counterfeit bills circulating in Shengpa.
Counterfeit bills?
Yes. As you may have deduced, the counterfeits are being made with Bobbly's special Bobbly's ink. And it's virtually impossible to distinguish bills made with Bobbly's ink from real ones.
Interesting.
Thus, it was only natural for Interpol to keep an eye on the Republic of Bobble.
That's where the document comes into play, correct?
Correct. Mr. Korchin was smuggling large amounts of Bobbly's ink. Furthermore, he was charged with running the embassy's printing equipment. That's all the evidence I need to know that he was the head. That's all the evidence I need to know that he was the head of a smuggling ring. However, there remains one tiny problem.
Let me guess. You still have yet to find the counterfeit bills or smuggled ink.
Yes, and while we're listing things, I might as well add the counterfeit place to the pile. Since we haven't been able to locate any of these items in the Bobbly's embassy, we're looking into the Abyssinian embassy next. It doesn't matter where they're hidden. Mark my words, I will find them.
Interesting. Okay. Counterfeit bills. Okay. Made of Bobbly's ink. I wonder what the paper's made of. I wonder. I don't know if they actually mentioned paper. Actually, did they? Yeah, counterfeit bills. But usually counterfeit bills are made with blank pieces of paper. So I wonder if that's gonna be added into the equation later on. Later on, I guess. Alright, Paulino. Ambassador Paulino, I'm in your debt. No, it's nothing. Because it's all I can do for you, I'm afraid. I only ask that you please bring Mendy's killer to justice. I will, Ambassador, on my honor. Wow, you're so sensational. You really piqued my curiosity. I know they aren't much, but know that I'm giving you them to you wholeheartedly. No, that's quite alright. Well, oh well, how about this then? And what does he have Oh yeah, but he's from Bubbles, right? Of course he would have that. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Of course he would have it from his own country. And what exactly is it? It's fountain pen ink, known as Bobbly's ink. It's made exclusively in Bobble. So this is Bobbly's ink. We make it from wood crystal oil, which is mined through our mineral mines. Please accept this oil, ink. 1 dip of your fountain pen in this, and you can write for hours in your organizer. How fortunate of me. Ink in my pen just happened to have run out. I'm glad you accept your gracious gift. Interesting this is evidence. It's interesting that this is actually evidence. Interesting. Great! Wonderful! And I guarantee that you'll write that you... I'll guarantee to you that writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience. And since we don't export it, if you run out, you're always welcome to come out and visit our fair nation. Talk about cornering the customer along with the market. Well, shall we get going? Oh my god. They want to join again. What's wrong, Kay? I think you can permission to enter our boss. So we're going to gather whatever we can over on the bubbly side, okay? Alright, I'm counting on you too. Right, and I'm counting on you, Mr. Velcomer, to survive the clues now, boss. Oh, and Mr. Ashworth, if you happen to come across my phony, you let me know, okay? If you tell me, I'll know trouble you straight away, no matter where you are. I'll let you know when the time comes. Steel Samurai's here. Why is it Steel Samurai here? That's right. Yeah. He's here because of the Japanese part of the grounds, technically. As a peace offering, I guess, technically. I think I mentioned that last time. Huh? Hmm? Whoa! Fucking Steel Samurai. Whoa! What do you think you're doing to my subordinate? You're... Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ, why is Larry here? Why is Larry here? Why is Larry the Steel Samurai? Oh god, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him, chat. Why is Larry the Steel Samurai? I'm so confused. Oh, Edgy, thank heavens you're here. I'm in a really, really big pickle, your lordship. The raven, it appeared, poof, and then disappeared, swoosh. And though I am the Steel Samurai, my sword, it... Wah! I'm so confused. I don't know what anything means anymore. Who is this fruitcase? Who is this fruitcake? I'm Larry the Housebutts. Married man of Neil Old Yoke, really? Oh, God. Now I remember. This person is one of your friends, isn't he, Miles? Yes. Frankly enough, he is. Hey, what's that answer? What is with that answer? Your best buddy's in the bind, and you act like it's no big deal? What sort of bind are we talking about? The suspect kind. I accidentally became a suspect in a murder. I see. That is quite the bind. Not the word least bit surprised. Yes, I pretty much expected this news. I pretty much expected this news. Oh god, not again. From the internet I saw this unlucky face. Oh, Jesus Christ. His name is Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school, and for as long as I've known him, he's been the world's largest source of trouble with capital T. Hey, what kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, Edgy! If you're not careful, you might find your entire number of friends going down one by one. That wasn't called for. Besides, you're... Wait, hold on. Larry! It was you! You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph? You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph? Oh my god, I just realized. Wait a minute. I need to see this now, actually. Where's the autograph? Steel Samurai Daddy. Married men of no old. Oh my god. I didn't read that. Oh, that's how we know. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. How did he know? How did he know his name? Oh god. Oh god.
Oh, you didn't know earlier. I even winked at you through my headpiece. I'm gonna kill him. Miles, I'm gonna kill him. What's going on? And why are you beat red?
Sorry, but could you not speak to me right now?
Oh, sorry. Am I interrupting your comical, like, melodramatic play?
Oh, so this is the incident you mentioned earlier.
There's a prosecutor. This man, this childhood friend of yours, is our prime suspect. Of what, you ask?
I didn't ask anything.
Of the murder of the man who had sunk into the embassy. Masked him.
What the fuck? Wait a minute. We're bringing back Mask the Mask again? Wait a minute. Wait, wait. What? Who happened to the first one? Where's Ron? Wait a minute. What happened to Ron? Wait a minute. I'm so confused.
Mask the Mask number 2.
Mask the Mask number 2? Oh my god. That actually is Mask the Mask. What the fuck? Wait a minute. I'm so confused. Why is he dead? What happened to Ron? I have many questions.
Only Larry could get himself to yet another mess as fun as this. No matter what his facts seem to say, Larry is not the type to commit murder. So, it's rather daunting stroke of misfortune, Montauk. I have to prove that Larry Butts is innocent of wrongdoing.
Shifu, we've identified the victim.
Good work. I'll take their report now. Agent Lang, would you mind if I take a peek as well? What did I tell you earlier, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't get in my way. There's only enough flesh here to feed one wolf, and that one is me. So no, you may not take a peek.
But Agent Lang... Oh, what the fuck? He's here. Oh shit. Hey, Bad. Well, I didn't expect him to see him again. It's been like fucking 7 years. 7-year reference.
Agent Lang, will you allow an investigator such as myself to take a look? Ah, yes, of course. You're the detective. You let the detective see the file.
You, I see. You're Detective Bad.
You're the prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth, right?
Fancy meeting you, detective.
You weren't expecting me? Ever since that day 7 years ago, I've chased after the Yatagarasu, non-stop. I've even pressured Interpol into keeping me in the loop, in case a car was ever found.
What incredible dedication to the case.
Detective Bad knows that Yatagarasu's knows the Yatagarasu's MO very well. And his passion for the chase hasn't died down in these 7 long years. It's something I can respect. But, Detective Bad, I must ask, are you going to make an ally of this prosecutor? My only goal is to arrest the Yatagarasu. If you can get to the bottom of this case, then I'm willing to share my weapon with him.
I'm in your debt, Detective Bad. Initial investigation.
About the murder of Damask 2, would you be willing to fill me in on a few details? When the Yatagarasu showed up, Agent Lang and I took ourselves off guard duty, and put ourselves in charge of directing these things at this crime scene.
Ooh, pardon me, Chad.
Taking advantage of the chaos. Damask 2, he broke into this embassy. Probably to steal some treasure or another.
And I suppose he lost his life when he was forced to find someone else in the room. Interesting. Who the hell's Damask 2? Wait a minute. Do we have a profile? We don't. Good. Fucking Larry puts in the game. God damn it.
Why exactly was a man placed under arrest, Detective?
That samurai.
He was born looking suspicious. He was born looking suspicious, but not for the reason you suspect, I assure you. As he can plainly see, he is completely harmless.
Well, it was just a random guess. It's not like he's actually under arrest. Tonight, here at the Alba Senian Embassy, Ambassador Alba was to give a commemorative speech. And that's when the Yatagarasu showed. But keep in mind, the Yatagarasu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats, with the guests who have been called to sit with them, were empty.
A no-show. Who was it they failed to take their seat?
The Steel Samurai. Until the speech was to begin, each member of the entire Steel Samurai family was away in a separate room. However, for some weird reason, that man was spotted in a different location than his assigned room at the time.
And where was he?
He was on the roof, with one of his legs on a chimney. That chimney leads directly to this room.
What the fuck? Larry, how horny are you right now? How horny are you right now? To climb into a chimney? My god. Which lady is trying to meet? That's gotta be the only reason. That's gotta be the explanation here. Trying to meet a lady. That's gotta be the reason. Ugh. Larry, but you really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking? In any case, I believe it is high time for me to start my investigation. There are some weapons on display on this wall. A crossbow. And under that, a set of knives bearing a flower motif. They must be the counterparts to the Babalise knives. Which means that the blades inside the scabbards should match the blade that was used to kill Mitsukojin. I won't rest until it's inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Actually, you know what? Where is it? Yeah, this is like from here. This is from this one. So there should be one knife. There should be one knife. That's a butterfly. Or, the other symbol on the joined flag.
Which flower? The hidden by the handle shows the knife was conceived in patriotism.
What was the thing? Which one is it? Yeah, butterfly. Yeah, I'm right. One of the knives here should be butterfly.
The knives are the one with the flowers on display here. On display here. I suspect that these are the counterparts to the Babalise knives. The blades of these knives should match the blade of a knife that killed Mr. Kojin. What? One of the knives is missing its blade. Let's see if the two pieces, the blade and handle, fit each other. It would appear that they fit together quite well, almost seamlessly. Then this means that the Alabasi knife did find its way into Bubble. How?
Interesting. I gotta deduce? Wait a minute, I can deduce? I can show off? Let me inspect the crossbow.
Why is there a weapon on display in a place like this? I wonder why there are no weapons on display here.
Oh my god, Francisco.
Jesus Christ. Why is Francisco wondering? Jesus Christ.
This lady needs to be tested for whipping kink, or some shit.
I can spot absolutely no difference between this Primidex, Setchu, and Babbles. statue's face looks a bit like a costume hero that you used to like very much. I only wonder why you Americans have such an affinity for these kinds of faces.
The statue wasn't made by an American, you know. At least, I don't suppose so. What is the tree have a face? That's what I want to know. Why does the tree have a face? I'm so confused. It's a Steel Samurai's permanent weapon, the Samurai Sphere. Isn't it awesome? I totally fell for this thing. It's sleek and shiny, just like my heart. It comes like this, and it comes to you like whoosh. When you hold it, you just want to live life like bam. You did well to watch what you say, Larry. Although, just as Larry says, the sphere is quite a simple umbrella. However, speaking of spheres, aren't you supposed to use them by thrusting into the point straight to the opponent? I'm not entirely convinced the spear is up to task. What's wrong, Edgy? You're just staring off in distance. Oh, I get it. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the studio to make you one, okay? But this one's mine. Did I say anything about wanting one? Maybe I can shut him up if I show him a piece of evidence. I'll point something out by the spear. Oh! Where's the Steel Samurai? I don't have it. Shit, never mind. I don't actually have it. Shit. Huh. Okay. I don't think I have it. At least I don't think so. That's a body. Yeah, I don't really have anything that'll contradict what Larry says about this. Okay,
What is that plan supposed to be?
Francisca, can't you see that's supposed to be a likeness of Ambassador Alba?
Miles Edgeworth, as a subordinate, you have a lot of nerve telling me what to think. I look forward to your salary assessment next month.
You are deluding yourself into thinking you have any control over that. I'm not Gumshoe here.
No, but you will be soon.
I better watch what I say. Yeah, I can at least do this. Oh wait, let me save. Yeah, let me save for work. Just to be on the safe side. Oh, that's weird. One of the flower petals is missing. There's a striking flower on the handle of the knife. Compared to the Beverly's knives handle, this larger one gives Alabas more presence. We're not gonna point out the obvious thing here of the missing. Okay. Okay. The handle on this knife was made to be removable. The killer tried to make this look like a Beverly's knife by switching the two handles, which means there must be some reason behind this action. This is quite a bit of malicious question's blood on the blade. Thanks to being prosecutor, I guess I've become accustomed to seeing blood. Alright, I guess I'll just, fucking do this. Eureka! The condition of this here is related to the piece of evidence.
I don't see how they're related in any way.
Ugh. Francisca, it's not like you at all. Don't tell me that you don't understand the meaning of behind the piece of evidence.
Well, I don't.
I suppose I have no choice then. I'll just have to explain it to you from the beginning.
What you should be doing from the beginning, is admitting your mistake.
Yeah. She got right through me. I guess I just do the handle? Eureka! Oh, god damn it. Let me see this again real quick. 3 knives here. Embellished knives with their... Is this new? Wait a minute. I guess it's that. I'm just gonna keep reading. This is actually new dialogue. Shit. My bad.
And just like the Yatagarasha's key, they're exquisitely made. This level of craftsmanship makes the knives worthy of being owned by me. Me alone. Not you, Edgeworth. They're mine. Mwaha!
I believe you already have all dangerous toys you will ever need, Francisca. Francisca. Weird. Huh. Did it not say I have evidence that contradicts this? Wait a minute. God damn it, I guess not. Huh. Hi, Larry. Larry, there are a few things I'd like to ask you about. Hey, how about that? I've got a few things I gotta ask you too. What is it? It's like both you and him. How is it the two of you always manage to have so cute or hot girl by your side? Oh God. And Francie, what about that promise you made to me?
Promise? What promise?
Oh my. Oh God. Thank God she doesn't remember. Thank God she doesn't remember. Thank God. The one where you said you were model for my next book, Friendly Whippity Whip Trip. Now!
I made no such promise.
Ever since grade school, we've had a certain saying about Larry. When something smells, it's usually the butts. One needs to look no further than this man to find the king of troublemakers. Oh God. As I recall, aren't you calling yourself Maurice Donham now? Oh, what the fuck? That is not the same spelling. Wait a minute. That is not the same spelling as the last game in the Phoenix Wright trilogy. Oh. Never mind. That makes sense. I was about to say. That's Donham! Maurice Donham! Like that with French! You stupid bitch! Get the stranger head, Edgy! Gosh! Jeez, man, what the hell? Yow! Oh, whoa.
Now I remember. You're that real pale imitation of a real artist.
No, you got it all wrong. I gave up on the whole release business. No, you didn't. I played in 36. You have not given up on that. Besides, when Bangelina left me and my heart in pieces, that's when Mindy walked into my life. Bangelina and Mindy. What the fuck? What the fuck? She's been so good to me that I wanted to help her in some way. And I figured I could through the Steel Summer outfit.
Your innate blathering makes less and less sense each time we meet.
I believe he's saying that he picked up on a part-time job as a Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of the actress who plays the Pink Princess. Oh. I don't know if we ever... I don't think we've ever found out the actress for the Pink Princess, actually. You got it. I knew you'd know just what I meant, Edgy. Not really. It's not so much as I understood. But a simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi, Larry. Knows him too well. Knows him too well. Way too well. Unfortunately, way too well. Larry, I'd like to ask you, I'd like you to confess right now. To everything you did tonight. Confess! Hey, don't tell me you suspect me too, man! Nonsense. I believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder. I don't believe ya. However, we are talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing happened. Past experience has taught me that you are always at the center of some insane event. Eiji, how can you be so mean? Stop me with your words like that. Gah! Unfortunately, I don't have the time to search out for a key to unlock your heart this time. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. That is a very clever way of saying he doesn't have evidence for the Magatama shit that Phoenix Uji has.
So I suggest you cooperate and tell me what you know. Okay, I get it. Just stop friends from rigging me off from behind. So, I guess you know what I did, right, Edgy? I can't even begin to imagine. However, I imagine that whatever you were up to was probably beyond my imagination. So, you will tell me what exactly you did, Larry. Nope, not yet, Edgy. It'll take more than that to lose my lips. Now, we have a lot more! Confess! Now! No. Okay. Well, I was up on the roof. And why exactly were you up there? Oh, you know, that Winstru customer legendary hero. Legendary? Hero? Santa Claus! Larry, it's March. Or May. One of the 2 months that starts with M. It is not. It is nowhere close to Christmas. What the fuck are you on? What the fuck are you on right now? Santa? Claus? I wanted to do that thing he is, so I climbed up in one of the chimneys. But when I got there was smoke pouring out of the chimney. Was there? Interesting. Smoke on the chimney. Interesting. And? Well, I couldn't go down the chimney with smoke coming up, right? So I gave up. Objection! Larry, you do realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right? Of course I know. I did graduate from junior high, you know. Then you should also understand this. If Santa was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history. It's good to know that that's what he thinks of Santa. It's good to know his thoughts on Santa. I guess. Aw, crud! It is your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed you as a prime suspect in this murder. Come on, man. What's so wrong with pretending to be Santa? Objection! Let's start with the facts here that it will be the Ides of March in a matter of hours. Santa only visits homes on December 24th. That's in December, you dimwit. No! Hey, wait a second. We're not in court. Oh, God. I don't think I have anything to show him, actually, at the moment. I gotta investigate more. What is that plant supposed to be? Francisco, can't you see that it's supposed to be a likeness of Emma's Alba? Miles Edgeworth. Wait. We had this dialogue. That's weird. That's weird. Just give me this dialogue again. There was a grandfather clock just like this earlier one in the Bobbly's embassy. You know, symmetry is a fine thing, but their interior design is really suffers from it. Really? I think this clock actually fits with the decor of the room quite well. I suppose wood does suit the all-natural atmosphere of the room. It's a designer material made of structures a good balance with plants. Hey, you two! Now's not the time to be talking about interior decorating, you know? Hurry up and save me! Be quiet! Ah! This is all part of my investigation. All you need to do is be quiet and watch. Actually, I do believe Blair has point for once. Wow. Holy shit. Edgeworth agreeing with Larry? For the first time in ages? Wow. Damn, that is a, once in a blue moon thing. There are decorative plants here as well. This room is overflowing with nature. Humans used to live in the grandeur of nature once long ago. I believe I'm not mistaken in thinking that those people truly love nature. This comes from a man who loves shows featuring costume actors. No, she just had to go there again, didn't she? Damn, he will not admit it. He will not admit it. There. There was exactly the same statue sitting in the Bobbly's office we examined. It's the Prima Duck statue. It was a natural treasure of the Principality of Canopia. There was only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Alabas and Bubble claim to have the real thing. What an incredibly charged thing to fight over.
Interesting. National treasure only ambassador and secretary can touch. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Huh. Interesting. Okay. They both have a flower motif. But I don't know if that means that the flower motif makes it Albastinian or Babalese. And I don't see any butterfly on there immediately, so I'm kind of concerned. I'm kind of concerned where this goes. It's a permanent statue. There was one of these in the Bubbly side as well.
I hear it's very valuable and made of pure gold. It was a national treasure of Canopia. There's only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Alabas and Bubble claim to have the real thing, and won't budge from the claim.
What an incredibly charged fighter to have. Interesting. The counterpart to the Bubbly's butterfly is the Albastinian flower.
The butterfly and the flower. They're both lovely things. But can we interpret this to mean that Alabas provides honey to Bubble?
Francisca, can't you come up with a more meaningful or profound comment?
Very well then. Let's see what sort of profound comment you come with.
Well, flowers cannot survive with the butterflies that spread the pollen, and butterflies cannot live with the nectar that flower provides. If either one were to disprove from the equation, neither would survive. How was that, Miss Montgomery?
Your explanation took so long that I nearly fell asleep.
Well, let's continue the investigation. That's funny. That's funny.
Well, let's continue the investigation.
Francisca, why can't you just admit that I had something there? That I had something there? Nah. I gotta practice my enunciations. It was almost the exact same one for the Browns and the Bubbly side. But I can't see any of the details from this distance. Oh, okay. Makes sense. So, this is the victim. The mask, too.
What is this gaudy outfit?
You don't know about Mask the Mask? A few months ago, this thief caused a lot of havoc on the populace.
So the thief is separate from the Yatagarasu?
I thought they were for a while, because their MO and targets were different. Huh. The mask likes high-value trinkets and jewels, and being gaudy in its signature. Gumshoe was in charge of that investigation, so he'd know about more of the mask.
That's alright. I probably have to hear things that he brought us tales of failure anyways.
We haven't changed a bit, I see. In any case, let's get started here, shall we? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Murder weapon, I guess. So this is the murder weapon in this case.
There's blood on its blade. It's a rather sweeping sword, isn't it?
What did you expect? It's still Samurai Daddy's secondary weapon. I only call this its secondary because although he uses a sword in most of his battles, it's his trusty samurai spear that he turns to into real fights.
You sure know quite a bit about Steel Samurai.
It's only because I saw the stage show earlier. The owner of this sword is a Steel Samurai. Or in other words, Larry. I should probably ask him about it. As detrimental as it is proving him innocence. There it is, okay. There it is, okay. I can present that to him now.
There's not a single shred of fashion sense in the mask's costume.
Well, at least I appreciate the great effort he must have put into making it. You two don't know. You can buy this costume almost anywhere now. What? Excuse me, what? It's being sold?
Since when?
Since around New Year's. The streets are practically flooded with them. Turns out, the mask is a lot more popular than I thought he'd be.
I can't believe that foolish fool would dress in foolish clothing to act foolishly. We got your point about three foolish is back. We got your point about three foolish is back, Francisco.
His arm.
I thought that the mask had quit the business.
This guy. He's just a copycat username. A phony successor. He's just another petty thief. His real identity is an out-of-work guy by the name of Kashinu. He's 29 and wanted on larceny charges. From his clothes and what he was carrying, we determined that this guy is the real MetaMask 2.
The real?
Wait.
Is the real Damask 2?
Damask the second.
Wait, didn't they just say it was a copycat?
And now he's saying it's real.
I'm confused. I'm so confused right now. Why is it saying both Simmons? The cause of death appears to be loss of blood from the back of the head. It seems that he was struck with something very hard. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death.
Oh,
just a heads up, lurkers and VOD viewers. Ads are gonna start in 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and we'll go on for about 3 minutes. So, 2 minute until ads, or 3 minutes until the ads, and then 3 minute break, ad break. So, yeah, just a heads up for anyone watching.
what is this?
What is he holding? Looks like a piece of paper on a notepad. It would appear the directions on how to reach his room were written by hand. There was something written on the back as well. I'd like you to steal the primitive statue in this room. What is this supposed to mean? Who writes a note to themselves like that? If I had to guess from the text, I would say that this is actually a request from someone about what steal. Just who is this person that requested the primitive statue?
Huh.
I wonder if it's the Yatagarasu that, or the fake Yatagarasu that requested this note for the guy. Can I? Is there anything else? I suppose this was the wrecking plot. The last 2 used to carry stolen goods. But there's nothing wrapped in it now. I guess he never did manage to get his hands on whatever it was that he was trying to steal.
Oh my god.
Okay. I guess that's it for this place. Or the scene at least. No matter how hard you try, you'll never be a necessity to our Shifu's investigation. Then a fact. But no matter how good he is bound to overlook something. If you install Shifu, then be prepared to be punished. Oh? And how exactly would you punish us? 10 seconds ads. I guess I'll be back. I gotta be back anyway, so I'll be back, chat.
stay tuned. Watch the ads in the meantime. Please, it'd be helpful. Actually, you know what? Sorry about that, chat. I gotta be back again. I need water. I need to drink water. So give me a minute, chat. I'll come in a few minutes, and we will continue for real. Alright, sorry about that, chat. Sorry about that, chat. Let us continue post-haste. Every investigator under Shifu's command will work to disrupt your investigation. Vindictive much? Vindictive much? You did some investigating over in the Boblade's embassy too, right? I did. Is there a problem? Long Ji says, a wolf who aims on for 2 rabbits at once. I believe the idiom require is, he who runs after 2 hares will catch neither. A real wolf can catch both. I see. So what are you trying to say? Seeing as how I am currently handling 2 cases. Heh, suit yourself. But don't say I didn't warn you. The person shaking hands with the steel samurai in the picture is Ambassador Alba. This was taken just before the murder. The steel samurai must be very popular. They're even using the National Treasure as a backdrop. I just don't understand. What exactly is so good about the top knot there? Clearly, there's depths to the show that a young person like you can't fathom. Speaking of young people, aren't young children target audience in the show of costume actors? Damn, she got a point actually. She's got a point actually. It's a fireplace, and by the looks of it, I don't think it's been used recently. Yes, I can't say I see anything unusual about it. Two gorgeous flowers are in full bloom here. I'm sure flowers are as lovely as these must have equal as love a name. Mount Edgeworth, are you done staring? I should hardly think passion flowers are all they wear. Passion flowers? That's a rather unusual name. It was named by the priests in the 15th century for the Passion of Christ. As I say, you learn something new every day. And wow. Actual Jesus reference. Actual Jesus reference. Wow, shit. Wasn't expecting that. This must be Master Alba's desk. His notebook is open on desk. He must have been in the middle of some important work. Sapling growth log. It finally sprouted today. Funny, it doesn't look like important work to me. I guess I could probably show Larry the thing now. I guess. Oh shit. Larry, about the samurai sword that was used in the murder weapon. Oh, that.
Well, I shook hands with the ambassador in this room, you know. Yes, apparently you did. Now, well, I totally forgot about and left behind when I left afterwards. You want to talk about shock? I was most shocked with you when I heard that it killed someone. Nah, shocked! Foolish fool looking, especially foolish standing for foolish excuse. You regret to take something that big with you? Who would believe such a tale?
Hold it!
Sorry, Miss Montgomery, but I believe him. Because if anyone could forget something like that, it would be Larry. Yeah, gee, you believe me. I just knew that our friendship was something special. Anyways, even if Larry had simply forgotten the sword and left it behind, that, in no way, clears his name. Which means that I will have to prove his innocence from a different angle. Hey, that's an official Steel Samurai weapon. Oh, you want me to do it? Oh, you have no idea how many fans have asked that. What are you planning on about now? Steel Samurai Sushi Slash! Whatcha? Hell was that? I bet it sent shivers up your spine. I must have get caught in the spectator. As a spectator, how could I have failed myself? Yo, hey, it's Steel Samurai. I want you to answer this for me, Larry, and depending on the answer, I might let you live. The Steel Samurai that was up there on the stage, was that really you? Yep, sure was. Larry, you! Steel Samurai Sushi Slash! Wada! I was moved by the performance of this man? This completely useless, worthless bum? I fear I may never recover from it. Nope, not a clue. You didn't even look at it. Nah, that's because I can only see what I ran out in the form of my lovely frenzy. Oh, in that case, I'm going to help you see your form into all. Help me to see my form into you for all eternity. Now this is a trip I'm willing to endorse, especially if we can finally get some peace here. What do you think of my badge? Oh. No special dialogue. Damn. Kinda sucks, actually. Damn it. Not even the murder scene. I guess I wouldn't know about that. Oh, hey, it's Steel Samurai. I want you to answer this for me, Larry, and depending on this, I may let you live. Oh, it's the same dialogue. Damn it. What else can I show them? Samurai sword. I already presented it to him. What do you know about the flowers? I guess he wouldn't. I'm not really sure, honestly. I guess now it's time for truth. I lied.
I haven't actually deduced anything here, have I? No. Let me save first. God damn it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The statue's turned. Wait a minute. I thought it was like an angle, but no, the knives and the crossbow and the flower background are there on the wall. But the statue's actually turned. Wait a minute. That's weird. That's actually kind of weird. Why is the statue turned? Really? Nothing? Oh my god. Really? Nothing at all for that. Huh. Talk to Francisco. No, I haven't.
I've only just arrived in the room myself, which is why we need to investigate some more.
Yes, I agree.
Our priority should be understanding what the current situation is.
Of course. I was planning to that from the very beginning.
In that case, hurry up and start the investigation already.
I will. So let's get started. Let's find out what trip I haven't. I should start by gathering as much information as I can.
What exactly is this hideous fashion faux pas of costume he's wears for? He's wearing so What exactly is that hideous fashion faux pas of a costume he's supposed to be wearing? I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. But there's something different from what I remember.
That costume is from the very first Steel Samurai. It's a live-action superhero show on television, beloved by children and adults alike. The Steel Samurai's weapon is a samurai spear, and it is with the samurai spear that he performs his special attacks, which enthralls all who watch him in action.
You seem to know quite a bit about it.
Not at all. In any case, Francisco, I believe the same samurai you're familiar with is the second one, the Nickel Samurai, which was part of the case last year. You recall the case?
Yes, I remember. Although I'd rather stay buried in the depths of my mind.
Not that I blame her. She was shot during the course of the trial. I fear she may still be suffering great trauma over the shooting. Yeah, from the second game. Ugh.
Anyways, that aside, it looks like the Steel Samurai is the suspect of the trial this time.
Yes, although it's because of who is inside of the costume, rather than character. Ah, that's right. If he is Steel Samurai.
Miles Edgeworth, have you been in shock over something this whole time?
No, I'm not shocked over anything. I want to forget that I received the Steel Samurai autograph from Larry. But the autograph, the drawing of the Steel Samurai from the caricature of its face. Why did he waste so much time on the most useless part of the autograph? Hey, Edgy, did you say something? No, I didn't say anything.
It's a statue of the founder of Cronopia, Primito. Because it's the national treasure, I've heard that only a few are allowed to access it.
That's exactly right. Even we're not allowed to touch it. No, without the ambassador's permission, anyway. If we lay even a single finger on it,
instant jail time. Understood. So it's that precious of natural treasure that a single touch can lead to arrest. And yet I sense that there's something off about the statue. What is the source of this unease I feel? I can deduce this, okay. Do I present the Babyliss statue? I wonder if I do, actually. Yeah, I wonder if I present the Babyliss statue, actually. Hold on.
Eureka!
There's clearly a contradiction here. Yes, I believe you're right. Clearly, it's right there in your logic. Ah! Apparently, I was thinking. Well, that sure looks like fun, Neji. Well, it's not. Unless I forget for whose sake I'm suffering. I hope you're considering that. Oh, I bet he is. I bet he is considering it very well. So tell me the statue is... Something's wrong with the statue. Do I present the photo? I guess I do.
Eureka!
I do, yeah, okay. Look at this photo, and tell me what you find odd about this scene, Mr. Malkama. The apparent joy in the ambassador's face is shaking the top knot's hand. That's not it. I was trying to point out that the statue in this photo is facing a different way. You're right. The statue is a natural treasure. As such, only an ambassador or secretary level person is allowed to handle it. The fact that the statue is facing one way in this photo, and now it's facing a different direction in this photo, in the preserved crime scene, is proof that someone touched the statue around the time of crime. Larry's wearing gloves, so I guess they can't really say that. His fingerprints on it. The counterparts to the Bubbly's butterfly is the basking flower. The butterfly and flower. They're both lovely things. Oh wait, this is the same thing, what the fuck? This is the same dialogue. That's weird. Interesting. Dr. Larry. Plant. The clock. Plants. Statue. Langshi. Shilong Lang. Ah.
Okay. So I guess there's something I gotta deduce here, since the deduction is still viable in this area. I'm not sure what. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe the photograph in? I don't think so, but let me see. Yeah, no, okay. Oh, Jesus. No. And I only have one of these, yeah. Okay. I can't do logic yet. I wonder if I still gotta do the knives shit. Because we know there's a knife here that's from the Babalese embassy. Damn it. The other knife? No, it's okay, god damn it. God damn it. Can this present anything to you? No, I don't think so. No, I doubt it. Actually, you know what? I probably should ask one of these guys about the statue. Never mind, I lied. I guess not. Maybe bad? Okay. Can show him something at least. It's bad. I'm wondering if you might be able to tell me something about this. Sorry. I don't give a hoot about things that aren't related to Yelgrassi. It looks like nothing about you has changed in the 7 years, huh? Daughter of Ankama. You're still just sabbling old prosecutor, so... No! I'll have you know that I've already grown into silly tree prosecutor. Is that right? Is he just toying with Francisco? He seems to be enjoying this quite a bit. Can we show him, actually? Actually, you know what? We can show him the key, actually. Detective Bad, is this something you absolutely need to see? This is something you absolutely need to see. What? What is this doing here? I've been looking for that for 7 long years. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine this turn of events. Without a doubt, this means that she is involved. That you woman. Nothing new. Wow. Okay, never mind. Never mind that, I guess. What do you think of my badge? Damn it. I wonder if you might take a look at this, Detective Bad. Yeah, I heard. Cochin's dead. What a waste. He's staring at his mirror with his eyes focused and his jaw clenched tight. No, I guess not. I wonder if you might take a look at this, Detective Bad. Oh, same dialogue. Damn it. Nothing about this would make sense. Yeah, no, okay. I see. The truth that lies beyond this piece of evidence is not gonna be fun. Are you ready to take it on?
Of course I am.
I don't know how close to the truth you are, but there are only a few things I can say. So listen up, and listen well. Don't ever lose your detective spirit.
That would be a good piece of advice if I was a detective.
No, goddammit.
Same thing.
Is there anything that will give me new stuff from him? Anything. So, oh, wow, shit. So, he clutched his note. They went about his business. He was a poor excuse for a criminal. On top of which, he was only following in someone else's footsteps. What a small fry. I've been a detective for a long time. I can see straight through these people.
He really has a different air about him. Now, if only Gumshoe could understand that and be more like Detective Bad.
Oh, man. Nothing about the flowers. I wonder why the flowers are in evidence. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure why they're in evidence. Okay, summer's not good. Really? Okay.
Same thing.
Interesting. Actually, can I show you something, actually?
Miss Von Coma, what do you think of this piece of evidence?
Well, since you are so nasty about my subordinate, I'll answer you. However, as your superior, I must also make sure that my subordinates go on the job. Therefore, please gather your own thoughts together first, and then present again.
Simple, I don't have any thoughts about this, word sliced.
Recently, incredibly well-forged counterfeit boats have been found in coming out of Jingfa. Counterfeits made using bubbly zinc, that is. The smuggling ring that I've been chasing, it's a grunt behind the whole operation. But mark my words, no one involved in it will escape my whip. They will all know pain.
No, what am I getting whipped for?
Damn it, same thing.
Something.
Passion flowers. They are a most beautiful flower.
Indeed. They are a magnificent species.
But always be mindful of the fact that beautiful flowers have painful thorns.
I suppose that advice comes from a woman with whip is best seated.
Really, nothing.
Shit.
It appears that he died of a sunburn. Nah! Whoever did this had a lot of nerve. I just can't fathom what could have led the killer to turn a knife against a man.
And I just can't fathom what the prosecutor last year her whip was thinking. Really, nothing now.
We were able to find obtain proof of the smuggling operation during the poll. So remember to take extra care when handling it, my subordinate.
She's enjoying the power trip of calling me her subordinate just a tad too much. Just a tad too much.
Would you mind not pointing that in my direction? It's dangerous. Anyway, what are you showing that to me for?
I have no particular reason.
Gah! If you have no reason, don't you bring that dangerous up near to me. Do you understand?
Is she really that oblivious to irony in that statement? She lets loose a dangerous weapon for no reason all the time. God damn it, really nothing.
Am I able to go back?
Can't. I can't go back, damn it.
I might be stumped actually. I don't know what to do.
I've got to do something.
Maybe the body again? Yeah, no. Not the body. Okay, it's gotta be this area. Whatever I have introduced here, it's gotta be it. I don't really know what the thing I gotta deduce is, but I have 8 pieces of evidence. Sorry, 16 pieces of evidence. So I guess I might as well just go one by one.
Shit. If I knew the area. I gotta look through this again.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, of course.
God damn it, it's bent.
It was right there in the doodle, right there. It was right in the doodle.
Larry, about the spear. Oh, are you feeling it? Bam! I thought there was something strange about this spear. Tell me, Larry, is it just me, or is the spear a bit bent?
What?
No way! It's exactly as it should be, yo! I've here the autograph you wrote for me earlier. Now take a good look at it which you drew with the own hands. You can see that the spear is clearly a different shape.
Ah!
Why'd I have to say that?
I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry.
When I hold the spear in my hands, all of a sudden I feel super powerful.
Oh, sorry, no, sorry.
When I hold the spear in my hands, all of a sudden I feel super powerful. And then during practice, I was spinning around and around. And bam! Hit the wall!
You unbelievable! This is an embassy!
But I've always been like that, ever since I was a kid. You know? One time on an overnight field trip, I bought a fake sword and played with it late night. I'm just so useless. I'm just a useless hot-blooded man. Larry, clarify that for me, will you? Okay, so it's a field trip. I began to shadow fight myself. I began to shadow fight with myself. Not that. I meant what you said about earlier, about spinning the spear and hitting the wall. Oh, that. It's a biggie. It's not like that's a hole or anything. That's all I'm asking, Larry. The samurai spear is made of metal. I somehow doubt that a move as simple as spinning around will cause it to bend. Man, Edgy, you're so naive. What? Where did that come from? Well, you keep calling it the samurai spear. But it's not real. You can't really fight someone with it. Because it's hollow on the inside. You could hit it against practically anything and it would bend. Is that so? Would the same be true for the sword then? Huh.
Larry, you might have actually helped us a lot.
Don't tell me you forgot it was real. Come on, man. Oh, but don't take it the wrong way. I just think that was part of your personality is cute.
I see. Your friendship truly is something special, Miles Edgeworth.
Duh. It's not friendship. It's utter humiliation.
Interesting.
I wonder if the same is true about the sword. I guess that's about wraps up my investigation. That's... Yo, Pink Princess! How are you feeling? Still ill?
And yet another strange character comes out of woodwork.
And so the Pink Princess also comes and pays the Alabaster Embassy a visit. I believe I may have need to speak with her as well.
I swear to God if it's old bag. I swear to God if it's old bag again. Miss Pink Princess, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. Miss Pink Princess. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate it here. I really fucking hate it here, chat. I was kidding. I didn't want to be right. Of course I was right. Why wouldn't I be right? Oh God. Me. This must be what they call fate. How could this happen in 2 days in a row? What? What the? Aren't you Miss Old Bag? Aren't you Miss Old Bag? Why are you so surprised? So you're the one that got to play Steel Samurai. It's too bad I didn't realize that until now. You're all acquaintances with Larry. Why, yes. We were in the same company for a little while, you know? And that's why it's okay, my edgy poo. You don't need to be jealous. I was in the next room, you know, trying to get in some beauty sleep. But it was so noisy in here, I couldn't fall asleep. So I came in to complain. So imagine my shock when I saw my precious edgy poo waiting here for me. I mean, who would have imagined it was you would ever show up to a show like this? Nah, I guess I misjudged you, edgy poo.
You misjudged him?
Not that he was trying to avoid me, you know? That was no misjudgment on your part. That's precisely what I was trying to do. But it looks like the winds have shifted. Now he's willing to be chased after. And simply overwhelmed. Don't you worry, edgy poo. I'll chase you forever to the ends of the earth. Isn't that just peachy? This is one of those rare times where Francisca and I actually see eye to eye. Oh God, why is she here? Swear to God, this game. Now then, what are you doing here? I thought you were working at the Gatewater Land as a pink badger. What are you talking about? That was ages ago. That was yesterday. Look, I worked in Global Studios before, a long time ago, right? Well, they called me up this morning. Kind of out of the blue, actually. They called you? Apparently, the girl who plays Pink Princess collapsed from a bad cold. It happened so suddenly, they called me in to be the last minute placement. Do they not have enough people on staff at the studio? I really couldn't say no, so here I am, playing the role of the heroine. Instead of the Mindy girl, I mean. Oh, but the Pearl girl, I feel bad for her. Because it left me the stand for. She's going to have a terrible time. Well, I'm not exactly really what to say, but to be sent in the very last second, I threw Ragdoll instead of a Shuriken, and the audience has been erupt for her because I tell you, they're really a bunch of simpletons.
You're rather lively, old lady.
So basically, you received the sending request this morning, correct? You got it. If you need to see it, I got it right here. Look. It appears that she's telling the truth.
It appears she's telling the truth.
Stand-in request. Why is it evidence? I tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears. Yes. Tears of laughter, I recall. But being famous has its problems too, you know? Here, take a look at this. It's a letter from a stalker. I was just taking a break when I found this stuck under my door room. Mindy. I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your lovely night. Oh God. Oh God, it's Larry's letter. Why is Larry's letter here? Jesus Christ. Why is Larry? Oh God. Once again, she misinterprets the situation completely. Once again. Hi, Stratos. Welcome to stream. Hope you have a good time zone this fine time zone. Fistfight Grandma only weakeningly hide behind weapons like Barak says. I would fist fight her, but she might like it, so maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Honestly, you really have to watch out for these kind of things. Look at what it says. Windy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your lovely night. How absolutely revolting. I just woke up. Good morning. Good morning, Stratos. Hope you're in good sleep. You freaky grandma. You have no idea. You have literally no idea. That is an understatement of the century. I mean, you'd think he could get my name right. There's no accent in my name. Wait, this horrible handwriting. Where have I seen this before? Ah, but now you're here, Edgy-Poo. I feel 100% safe. Where do I factor into this? Where do I factor into this? You bust that evil stalker man for my sake, wouldn't you, Edgy-Poo? Well, if you allow me to the liberty of handling this my own way, I'll gladly dispatch the detective to your house later on. No, come on, Edgy-Poo! Stop being so dismissive and play hard to get. Swear to God. Reminder. This lady is unknown. Unknown age, so, This has gotta be, Larry's letter. It has to be. Glad I have no idea. Oh boy, you're gonna be so lucky. You were so lucky to not know her, honestly. She's when the Mesozoic was still young? Probably. Probably. What were you doing at the time of the crime? What crime? What? After the show was over, I had nothing but free time on my hands. So I used a fireplace in the room next door to keep my bed hip warm. In the next room? Huh. She used a fireplace, okay. So Larry actually went into the other room, okay. Unfortunately. Well, I'm out of in this room right now, right next to yours. Is that right? No, Edgy-Poo, I'm so scared. Hold me, caress me. Oh, God. Dear God, no, please.
Hold it!
If you could please not cling to me a personage.
In any case, I'll take it then. I take it then that you feel the stroke with the Ambassador Alba speech.
That? No, I didn't go. I mean, I may have a heart of young, tender maiden, but my body just refuses to cooperate at times. As soon as the show ended, my hips started to act up and got stiff. I couldn't move at all. Can you provide proof of your condition? No, just go on ahead and ask the doctors in the infirmary. They're the ones to carry me on from there all the way to an embassy. I have to admit, the thought of her not being able to leave the room was rather pleasant. That is a pleasant thought, actually. That is actually a pleasant thought. Prosecutor Von Kama, I've brought the police dog, as you requested, sir.
Good work. Now you may leave, officer.
Aw, what a cute doggo. What a cute boy. What a good boy. This dog.
I requested the assistance of a dog in a search for the Atakarasu.
Looks like you guys have some pretty bright dogs in the country, too. Woof, woof! Woof, woof! Hey, you're a real cutie, aren't you? Yeah, that's a good boy. Let the police dog's gumshoes be taken care of. I think its name is Missile. Oh, wait a minute, Missile? Wait, the same Missile from before? Wow. Oh, wow, okay. Missile's alive, shit, wow. Last time we saw Missile was the first game from Ace Attorney 1, actually. That's cool, actually. Missile's coming back, actually, for real.
What a fitting name for a police dog to do dash down in front of attacks.
That action alone is exactly what's going to solve the case for us, you know?
Now, Missile, I want you to find some clues. Go!
Woof, woof! Woof, woof! What the hell?
Good dog. You're really quite bright, you know? Unlike a son, someone I know.
What was that?
Nothing. Just nothing. Now, what do we have here? What is this? Looks like a small hot dog, but...
Wait. Francisca, isn't that an official samurai dog?
Ruff,
Wow, that's a scary portrait.
Ah, no! Bad missile! He ate it.
Oh, I hate it. I guess he's hungry. I guess he's a hungry boy.
I wonder if it's alright for him to eat it.
It's just a meat substance snack featuring the Steel Samurai. I'm sure it'll be fine.
That's quite a bit of information you gathered in a single quick glance.
We should really focus on why there was a samurai dog in the first place.
Hmm? It looks like the snack wasn't all Mr. Found.
Oh? What do we have here?
It appears to be Lady's undershirt. I wonder if Ambassador Album will have an interest in cross-dressing.
I somehow doubt that. It doesn't even look like a shirt he'll fit him. A samurai dog and a lady's undershirt. What are these items doing in a room like this? In the circumstances, the lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. I suppose I should get this over and ask the owner of the said undershirt. Let's ask her. Hi, Missile.
He has much bigger help than I thought it would be.
Yes. However, there are a few aspects I don't understand what he found.
In that case, you should keep on investigating until you do. Now, Master Bonnet, continue on with the investigation.
Alright. I will calm down. It is with great dread that I proceed and do what I must to solve this case. With great dread. That is very fitting. Alright, why do you have the shirt? Ma'am, why do you have the shirt? If you could please take a look at this brown-colored undershirt.
No, Edgy Poo! What's the meaning of this? Why did you steal that thing from my bag? All you had to do was ask. I mean, I would have gladly given it to you as many times as like.
No, thanks, but no. No thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. This undershirt was found here at the crime scene.
What?
Come now. Why don't you just confess and explain what's doing here?
Nothing, I tell you.
What?
Oh, I admit that I used a fireplace to dry the shirts. But I can't really help the fact that I had to, you know? Wearing that pink princess costume was like being in a sauna. And on top of all that, I get fingered as a suspect. You're too cruel.
That is a weird. That is some weird. That is a weird wording right there. That is some weird ass wording. Are you claiming that you never once set foot inside this room?
Of course I am. If I had been the one to find the body, do you think I'd be as calm and relaxed as I am? I tell you, it's always like this. That tablet article missing, camera missing, they're missing. Speaking of missing, this thing that we've got married, and I guess I'm stuck marrying you. Propose that? Is that what you should have deserved you? But I can't. Will you marry me? Honestly, it's been many days. Many days.
Well, I don't believe she's lying about her actions. So I can safely assume she was drying her shirt here by the fireplace in the break. And somehow, the undershirt managed to move from the next door room to this one. I assume the samurai dog was also yours.
Nah, that brilliant mind of yours. You really can't see through everything about me.
Until the feeling of dread continues. But I suppose I should ask for more details. By the way, chat, in about 2 minutes there'll be ads. And there'll be 3 minutes of ads. So hopefully it won't be too long. But I'll stop for y'all to see the ads at least. I won't continue until afterwards, so I'll take a quick break. I gotta get water anyways. In about 2 minutes, I'll let you know, chat. That samurai dog was yours, wasn't it?
Now, of course I'm forever yours, my edgy wedgy poo.
Oh god.
Hold it!
If you could just stick with what I asked of you. Hey, Edgy, are you and Ms. Obag? No!
You really don't change, do you? When will you learn how to take a joke? Anyways, the samurai dog was mine. Those things are a present from the studio to the embassy.
A present? The studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs over to the embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them into the push cart just to move them all. Those studio guys should have delivered these things by themselves. Right, Edgy? So, did you deliver the samurai dogs to the embassy staff as per your instructions? Hey, Edgy! Don't just ignore me and my question.
Aren't you going to stick up for me?
Nah, about that. See, after the show, I went to rest a spell in the dressing room. Because of my bad hip, you know? And there they went. The samurai dogs were just sitting on the dressing room floor.
I suppose you had to make preparations for distributing them after the show.
Well, if by preparation you mean sampling them as well.
Excuse me.
No, I tried one and thought they were actually quite good. Sorry, but I just had to find out. I know it was silly of me to think of this, but I figured since they're for a kids show, their taste was probably for kids too. But they were so good that I couldn't stop. Before I went back to my room, I just had to help myself to half a dozen or so.
Half a dozen?
Excuse me. I'll answer that in a minute, Stratos. Ad's gonna start soon, so I'll pause for a bit. I'll come back. 3 minutes, hopefully. I'll be back in 3 minutes, chat. Welcome back, chat. Thank you for watching. Sorry for the wait. Apologies for 3-minute ads. They were usually 1-minute ads, but I saw a video recently how increasing your ads to 3 minutes essentially eliminates pre-rolls, so people don't immediately see ads right when they come to stream, which helps with viewership. So I figured it'd be more appealing that way. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it increases viewers and followers and whatnot. Increases the visibility, I guess. Thank you, Shadows. Thank you. Why is there the guys from Ultraman? In this case specifically, Larry is dressed up as one of the Sentai action heroes in the in-game universe, and they just did a play slash performance where they played for 2 embassies in the thing, and this lady's the other one. This lady's the other Sentai action hero, the Pink Princess. Larry being the Steel Samurai. It makes sense. Now back to half a dozen boxes. For whatever reason, this lady's crazy. Actually crazy. As they sat there by their own fire, warming them and eating them, I thought, this is... What is it now? No, I know. I bet you want a box too, don't you, my edgy poo? Well, who better say no to you? But I'll only give it to you one. The rest are all mine. Oh shit, no evidence. Weirdly enough.
Looks like the lesson for today is that when the Steel Samurai and Pink Princess take off their masks, they transform into a pair of annoying troublemakers.
Ah! There we go. So this person will be descending from me on my buff tonight, huh? No, Edgy Poo! I'm so scared! Hold me! If you could please not cling to my personage. Honestly, beautiful people have it so hard. All it took for me was to be up on the stage for a little while, and the sucker's born. Actually, the whole time you were up on that stage, you were in costume. Therefore, no one should have recognized you or what you looked like underneath. But there's that thing, you know? They see people can identify you and your aura. So even without seeing my face, my sucker could see the beauty within me. So you see, that's how I found the charm. How I charmed the pants off of men. That is a sentence. That is a sentence. Charm. You? Preposterous. Preposterous. This thing really showed me not to underestimate the taste of a snack meant for kids. Was it really that tasty? Don't tell me you haven't had one yet. In that case, I'll just have to feed you one. Now open wide. Here comes a hot dog train. No, please, I'm perfectly right. I'm slowly calling on driver now. Swear to God, this lady. Larry, is this your letter? That's not Larry. Larry. This is your letter, right? Huh, that's weird. I guess we gotta show it to him in rebuttal, I guess. Assuming we rebut him. Not even this. Oh shit. Not even this. Okay. Standard request. Really? Nothing. Okay, I guess we try and do logic. Because we have a lot of logic now. That we can continue with this. Where's my save? There it is. Okay. On to logic. There we go. Smoke from chimney and old bag using fireplace. This should make sense. There's no trace of this room's fireplace being used.
And your point is?
Smoke was supposedly pouring out the chimneys connected to this fireplace. At least, according to Larry. This is a contradiction of facts, is it not?
Are you sure he wasn't just disoriented or something on my roof?
There is testimony from an investigator that puts Larry up at this particular chimney. So no, I don't think I was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the other hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at the same time. Where do you suppose the smoke from that fireplace went?
Ah, I see. So that's what you were proposing is. The smoke that came from the chimney was actually from Opak's fire. So basically, the fireplace of neighboring rooms share one chimney. Is that what you're implying?
Shared chimney, okay. Interesting.
Precisely.
Huh. Is it because of the shared chimney? It is, okay.
The lady's undershirt from the missile found.
Why are you getting all excited over holding a lady's undergarment? Miles Edgeworth, you uncouth sea slug! If you know the owner of the said undershirt, then hurry up and return it to her already.
You have it all wrong. This is evidence. And the owner of this piece of evidence was in the room next door. And yet, despite that, Missile found this in the fireplace of this room. This lady's undershirt.
Are you seriously claiming that it somehow passed through a solid brick wall?
Not quite. The fireplace in this room is connected to a chimney. The other place in the other room is also connected to the same chimney, leading to us to the possibility that the two fireplaces are connected to each other.
Perhaps a closer look at the back of the fireplace is in order.
There's an X on the back wall of the fireplace. Let's see if I can get a better look at it.
Ah, what the hell?
What the?
The wall separating this room's fireplace from the next door rooms, apparently turns. As I suspected, this fireplace is indeed connected to this room to the neighboring room.
This neighboring room?
There appears to be nothing particular about the next room. But the fact that there's nothing special about the next room isn't what's important. It's the fact that there is a secret passageway through this room's fireplace.
Which means that's where the killer could have come from. So in other words, if the gnome is not being used, it's clogged it. It won't. Wait, even if it's not being used, is clogged. It won't affect the working run. No, I know the real. It's a pretty cool idea, actually. At least that way, it'll help consolidate the smoke from each chimney in that way. And like less room on the roof, technically. Which I guess helps with architecture? No, that's not the right word. No, I guess it is architecture.
We now know that the fireplace connects to two rooms. But how exactly is that significant? You aren't going to suddenly name the old lady who was Damask's 2 killer now, are you?
No, she couldn't move at all because of the step pip. So she could not have been the one. Unfortunately, I believe that this fireplace has nothing to do whatsoever to do with Damask 2's murder.
Oh! Investigation complete. Okay, good shit.
It would appear that the answer has made itself known.
You're making quite a confident face there, Mr. Prosecutor. Bring it on. I'm ready to counter any argument you may have.
Very well then, if you're prepared, I shall show you exactly where my deductions have led me to. Good! I'm counting on you, Edgy! Leave it to me, Larry. My first attack will be to expose your life for what it really is.
My lie? My lie?
I know that there's still something you are keeping from the rest of us.
What's wrong with you? Why is it that you won't believe me no matter what I say, Edgy? Curse you! I should just hurry up and die if that's how it's gonna be. Now confess every murder in the whole world and then kill myself. Oh my god, it's late. This guy.
So overdramatic, I swear to god.
And throw everything into the mass confusion. You made some wonderful friends as childlessy.
Larry, I only have one thing to say to you.
Even if you make that face at me, it's no use. A man who's willing to die is strong-willed, you know.
Larry, it doesn't matter what sort of harebrained trouble you cause. I only ask that you do not lie to me. If you cause an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of some insipid lie, I will never forgive you. Edgy. Although allow me to say that I consider you to be among the innocent in this case, and that I will draw the royal kill out. You can trust me on this. All right. This time I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? This time I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? Okay? What happened? What didn't happen? The works. Just what happened will do. Now then, if you'll please specify what you did up on the roof tonight.
Up on the roof. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. It is here. Yeah, because less material is used in the actual building if they share the roof. Same Nick when he stole ages worth money in school, so he already lied and blamed it on innocent man. You're not wrong, actually. You're actually not wrong on. You're actually not wrong there. Just, I mean, he did say innocent in this case. He did say innocent in this case specifically, so he's not lying. Edgeworth isn't lying here. After the show, I left a pushcart in the Rose Garden and came into the embassy. Then, they took a picture of shaking hands with the ambassador. Wait. Stratos, you played the first game, right? At least? You had to play the first game. Or at least the first trilogy. I'm pretty sure it did, right? Then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador. After that, until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around. And that's when I spotted the chimney. A chimney like that's a real thing, you know? And then, I wanted to play Santa and decided to give it a try. And you'll never forgive him? Let me just make sure. To be fair, he may not have actually forgiven him for it, even though he was innocent. I mean, he may have not actually forgiven him for, like, stealing his money. He may not have forgiven him, knowing Edgeworth. Oh, you played all of them? What the fuck? Really? I don't know that. Should. Did you play all 6 of the main games, or did you just play Greatest Journey? I'm curious. As I have hazy memory. I don't blame you. It's been a while. Did you just play Greatest Journey? Why is that? God damn it. Fucking automod. It's a petty hell. He is kind of petty. It's weird. Larry, I thought I just finished telling you to not lie anymore. But it's kind of ultra embarrassing. And what exactly is so ultra embarrassing that you can't tell me? Edgy man. I just said it was embarrassing, so of course I can't blur it out. So you're just gonna have to reason with that out of me.
As your superior, I command you to hurry up and expose a man's lies.
I have every intention to, for I'm not about to let us miss time on this troubling matter.
Oh, you did play. Oh, shit. Hell yeah. Okay. Good shit. I miss Greatest Journey. I really miss Greatest Journey. It was so peak, honestly. Greatest Journey is so peak. Just being Larry.
Hold it!
You left the pushcart. Could you please clarify what that's meant for me?
Yeah. So the wheels on the pushcart got covered in dirt from the Rose Garden. It would have made the mess of a flow inside, so Ambassador Alba just said to leave it.
Well, it would be rather impolite to do it in another country's embassy.
Come to think of it, I recall seeing putting presents on my way to the embassy.
And what was she doing?
Nothing in particular, because she was being carried by some docs on a stretcher. On a stretcher.
She must have been incapacitated by the pain of her bad hip as she suffered from during the troll.
So, I came into the embassy, right? And then... It's amazing, I remember I had some real good puzzles. That was already from Puzzle. Yeah, exactly. Like it was honestly so peak. Like the series director and creator Shu Takumi, he mentioned Greatest Trinity 1 and 2 as his magnum opus, as his actual magnum opus, and holy shit, is it really actually like that? That's true of a statement. Because goddamn, it was so fun. Greatest Trinity had like one of the best. It had the best puzzles in the series. Like not even some of the best, just the best in general. He was right, yeah. Oh man, it's kind of a shame because I do want more Ace Attorney, but at the same time, I don't know if he's actually gonna make more. I don't actually know. I hope he does. I hope he does, or at least whoever made the 6th game, because the Ace Attorney 6 is actually really good. Or at least they learned from 5 at least. But 6 is amazing. No, 6 isn't as good as Greatest Journey, but it's up there for me at least. It's up there for me. I hope we get Ace Journey 7. I really hope we don't. I really hope we get Ace Journey 7. The last time would be amazing. I had to play Ghost Trick though. I haven't played Ghost Trick yet. That's also one of his games that he made after Ace Attorney 4. But I really gotta play Ghost Trick. Damn it. A tale for another time. I like more Lord News Lawyer. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Honestly, more of what they do with Greatest Attorney. Like, more of, like, the law in-universe thing. Like, more of the laws in-universe and whatnot. Although I will say, I kind of want to see Apollo and Naruto again. In, like, their own kind of thing. Apollo would be, like, his own lawyer. Like, going off the ending. No, I don't want to say that. Yeah. More of Apollo and Naruto. It'd be great. Papa Ghost Trick, so he loves Celia. I know it's good. I just gotta get it. I haven't actually got it myself, unfortunately. I'm already kind of sold on the game, but I just gotta actually get it and play it. I was gonna play for Halloween last year, but I wasn't able to, unfortunately. Maybe one day. And I was gonna think about playing it this Halloween, but then I saw the Resident Evil bundle on sale. if I get Ghost Trick, I might play that also. But my Halloween game this month is Resident Evil 1. Which, by the way, I'm playing tomorrow, actually. I am playing tomorrow, by the way. I'm starting to play through tomorrow. Anyways, I digress. I digress. I think it might be good if maybe if you appear and have Apollo's arrival. Maybe do protagonist thing where you start playing A and B story. As a rival. I think they already did do protagonists throughout the entire, like, Apollo Justice trilogy. I want to say. So maybe, like, I don't know. It'd be kind of weird. In a way. Because, like, Apollo never really got a chance to shine aside from the 4th game. And I guess 6th game, but, like, even then. He was also, like, the main protagonist along with Phoenix and Athena. Like, like, past Ace Attorney 1, 2, and 3, the only other character that have, like, their own, like, kind of, main game playability is, Naruhodo in Greatest Attorney, technically. Wait, which one is it? The first one. The remake of the first one. Which came out, like, 2004, I think. 2002. Somewhere around there.
Hold it!
So you shook hands with the ambassador and the Kingdom of Alabas, did you? Yeah! Can you believe it? I did really something cool for a change. But honestly speaking, there's something interesting about shaking hands, some guy's hand. Hey there. Are you just representing another country in their very own embassy?
As someone who's with roots in this country, I'm feeling nothing but incredible shame at this second.
Agreed. I apologize for his inconsiderate words. Now, Larry, please continue. What is with all you? You keep saying that kind of thing, and I'll tell you only lies. You're already lying to nothing. You're already telling us nothing but lies. So let it go and move on. No, right already. You don't need to glare at me like that, Edgy.
Hold it!
Larry, I want you to listen very carefully and take it to heart. The whole point of your life is to cause misery and pain to everyone you encounter. Wow! Holy shit! Goddamn, Edgeworth. Edgeworth has no chill here. No chill, Edgeworth. Goddamn. I know! I get it! I'm totally the bad guy again. I thought you were his friend. Don't you think it was a bit harsh? Lung Ji says, true friends are bosom friends. What? What? Wait, what? What the fuck? What the fuck? Wait a minute. Hold on. Long G, what are you on? What kind of quote is that? What the fuck? What the hell? Then he going to go with his friend the Edgeworth, flicking the dude's case and flesh out Apollo with a new character, with the laws of the universe as they butt heads until the end where they can team up. Interesting. That'd be a cool idea, actually, yeah. This means really, really close. Yes, really close. I guess I'm... I guess I'm mixing it up with bosom friends. With the U. That makes sense, though. That makes sense. They could do an Edgeworth. They could. It'd be cool. You know what would be really cool, actually? You're a wild dude. Hey, listen. I wasn't sure, okay? I didn't know there was another new meaning to that. I didn't know about the other meaning. Well, you know what they could do, actually? They actually could make a new character as the understudy of Nayuta. And Nayuta is your friend. And you get to see Nayuta, like, from a different perspective. Along with Apollo being the antagonist or some shit. Not antagonist, I shouldn't say that. Like, Apollo being the rival thing. Or maybe Apollo's understudy, I don't know. They can do a lot of things. If you're in trouble, call him your bosom friend, whose shoulder you can truly cry on. Hey, bosom buddy, I hope you're listening carefully to my testimony. Has it crossed your pea-sized brain yet that Angel Lang is only out to arrest you, Larry? Now then, you were wandering around inside the embassy. And then what happened?
Hold it!
I should hardly think that the chimneys are that rare.
Agreed. Especially since they are a traditional feature of American households.
Plus, many grand buildings have even larger and fancier chimneys. Yeah, but the kind of chimney I'm talking about is a really romantic type. A romantic chimney? It might sound kind of silly. But women seem to really enjoy them. And I just had a good feeling about that chimney.
Hold it!
You suddenly wanted to play Santa. Oh, well, actually, I dressed up as Santa once before already. That's right. He actually did. He actually did. I forgot about that, actually. In the first game. Through the game, we picked. He's the protagonist. Maybe all people you defend are innocent, but the big part is that you. So you something Paul is actually wrong, even if you're right. So team up with heavens. I like the idea. I like the idea. Santa butts. I don't want to say that phrase ever again. I don't want to say. I don't want to say that phrase ever again. Santa butts. Oh God. That was all down at Gold Lake. I'd appreciate if you wouldn't dredge up such unnecessary memory for me. Sounds like you guys share a lot of history.
A perk of being childhood friends, huh? Besides, it's not a felon dressed up in play Santa, you know? Santa doesn't go around killing people if it comes down the chimney after all. Actually, is it worth delving into whether or not being Planet Santa is a big deal? I guess. Actually, I believe in the case of this man, playing Santa is actually quite a big deal. Are you saying your body isn't exactly made of Santa qualifying material? Precisely. You hit the nail on the head, Lang. Hey, Edgy! That was so incredibly mean! Tell me something, Larry. Did you know that Santa's job is to deliver presents to people all over the world? Of course I know that! I did graduate from junior high, you know. In that case, it's your turn to tell me something. I want you to tell me to whom you were delivering a present to. Delivering a present to child, no, not basking in the warmth of my glow, love. That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard. But a lie still a lie. You sure know how to kick a guy when he's down, you know. In that case, the person you wish to deliver a present unto was most likely this. Where is she? There we go. Oh, I gotta present. I got him. I gotta present the person. Shit.
Take that.
Interesting taste you have there, Mrs. Suspect. Don't spread lies about me. I totally didn't want to see Miss Oldback so much that I drove down the chimney. No.
I'd advise you to stop right there if you're bashing your lady.
Well, I myself probably have one to lady. However, what if you were misinformed and under the wrong impression? Then what? Define wrong impression. I simply mean that the man before you thought to enter the old lady's room without knowing one very important fact. And that fact, it best somewhat with this.
Take that.
Larry, I'd like you to take a look at this piece of evidence. No way! But it's not really that important, is it? It's always like this. You're acting so high and mighty, and then you bully me. That's why. Oh shit. Wrong evidence. I know. Okay. I get it.
Be quiet and just take a look.
Well, if you say so, Franzi. But only because you say so. Some people never change. Even if their attitudes do change to other ones and women. So what's up with that anyways? Why? It's proof that you never even knew existed, of course. No, that is all. Well, I don't need it now, so I'll give it back to you. What? I've got you on my ropes now, don't I? Is that piece of evidence unrelated to the question at hand? Oh, okay, I know what this is. I know the one I need to do. Where is... There it is.
Take that.
This is something the old lady received from an employee for the night. The girl who normally plays Pink Princess. Mindy, was it again? It seems that this man was quite taken with the actress. But that's not true, Edgy. She's the one with the hots for me. I just know it. I feel so sexy beam piercing my heart when she's watching me. Sexy beam, I tell you.
You filthy, despicable, inconsiderate, fickle, idiotic, cowardly, apparition of a man. You haven't matured at all since we last met.
Hey, Miss Prosecutor. Yes? This guy. He's got bigger problems than just getting involved in murders, take it. I suppose you can put it that way. Hey, what the heck, man? I don't get you guys at all. Why do you have to make me out to be some sort of bad guy? To return to the original topic, I propose that at least this much has been made clear. Without any knowledge that Miss Minnie had fallen ill, Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Princess's room. That much we know for sure. Hey, Edgy. Looks like I got the hang of this courtroom thing now. But we're not in the courtroom at the moment. Shut up! I see what's going on here, and it looks like just like what you do in the court. I guess the old boy still has something like to say. Longji says, until the root of the tongue dries, one never knows the whole truth. You shouldn't form conclusions until everything's out in the open, which is why I listen. All right, time to get ready to listen to me defeat Edgy in this battle of wits. Yeah. Larry, have you forgotten that should I lose, your vigor prize will be your arrest? Yeah, I need water. Sorry, chat. Ah, goddamn. Larry's assertion. So, you think that all I wanted to do was go visit Mindy? Well, I just was a Santa and climbed up to the chimney, but smoke was really thick. It was a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for speech. Then, to top it all off, I became a suspect in a murder. That's what you really meant. But why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose? A lot of reading and got important high hydrated. Yeah, it's a lot of reading. Like, a lot of reading. Like, goddamn. Holy shit. Hey! Someone's saying something! Larry, are you seriously trying to submit this? Not as a confession, but as testimony? So what if I am? Is there something wrong with that? My claim is claiming my claim. Do you have the problem with that? So what with you? You're my stalker. But I should warn you, it doesn't matter what what kind of flattery you throw at me. I'm the devoted type of woman who's wholly focused on woman. As long as Edgepoo's alive, I can drop him and be unfair earlier to tell someone with the love for Edgepoo as wishing pass on. Say completely choose my blood for Edgepoo. Ah! I'm so inspired. You're such an inconsiderate, cowardly, idiotic, and all-around completely worthless man. I thought I heard something ominous just now, but perhaps it was just my imagination. I believe there's nothing further for me to prove at all at this point. What do you mean? Of course you've got some proof. You still have to show some proof that I was trying to meet with Mindy. Proof, you say? Remember, Edgy, everything is evidence in the courtroom, right? You mean evidence everything in the court, Larry? But I understand your point. Yeah, see? I'm totally pro this now. Very well. If you wish to see the evidence, then let me show you the last piece of evidence you'll ever wish to see. The Great Seven has some VAing? Yeah, add some VAing. Sometimes from, like, animated cutscenes. Actually, no, mostly from animated cutscenes. Like, actual animated cutscenes, 2D animation. And then sometimes VA will be, like, in the in-game, I believe. Sometimes. It was mostly the animation, though.
Hold it!
Well, I've been saying that for a while now. After all, if not for that, then for whatever reason did you wish to go down the chimney? You can't just say that without any evidence. That's against the rules, Edgy. Thanks for giving the prosecutor her life for me, Mr. Suspect.
Hold it!
Huh. I have evidence, and if you wish to see it that badly, I can introduce you to. Ah, but it's not good to keep them waiting, my subordinate. Hurry and show them already. Lies! All lies, Edgy! Well, if you wish to lie, then by all means, continue. Because I'm ready to expose your lie at a moment's notice. Nah, you won't get the better of me. Now let's see.
Hold it!
Was the smoke coming down from the chimney really that thick? You bet! It was so thick, I had tears pouring out of my eyes. It was a mess. I see. You do realize that you just confirmed that for us, your chimney escapade? What? That's totally unfair! You tricked me, Edgy! Hardly. You simply have yet to master how to counter the cross-examination technique. Well, what if I just said it was simple the wrong thing? Besides, isn't this what you really meant to say about what I did tonight?
Hold it!
I'm not quite sure how I can mistake the actress for the lady.
Oh, Edgy Poo, aren't you staring at me? Nah, are you finally so coming to my feminine charms?
I should think that the Steel Samurai is the one who should know about your charms. What? Me? Edgy, what are you trying to say to me? Nothing. Simply that the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess are husband and wife. Ah, is my little poor Edgy Poo jealous? Ah, if you could please drop that line of discussion right this instant. But Edgy, I told you, I already have Mindy. Speaking of Mindy, exactly what kind of woman would you say she is? Edgy, are you seriously telling me that you don't know who the Mindy is? She's like what her name means. She's super sweet with a great smile. That is not at all what Mindy means, but okay. Okay, Ellery. I don't mean to brag, but she's one of the troop's fastest rising stars. Interesting. Ha! So you're saying a woman like that's what made you late to speech? Huh? Curse you two! Why does everyone have to make me a suspect of me? Look, all I can say is this. I was late to the speech.
Hold it!
I suppose you might be correct in a small way. But what do you mean by that?
Besides being a suspect in a murder, there are a few other things you're suspected of.
No, not you too, Franzi. You tried to stalk me, but I won't let you tell anything like that. Look, I already told you, Miss Oldbag. I wasn't after you. I was trying to get to Mindy. Hey, prosecutor. Can I just arrest this guy already? I completely understand your feeling, Major Lang. Wait, please, listen to what I have to say to you. If you have a serious assertion to make, then I continue listening. However, no problem. I'm gonna put all I have got this, so listen good, okay?
Hold it!
Larry, this is the final point you wish to make. Yeah, you got it. I called all the energy I have and told you all my soul. In that case, let me take that soul and break it. Damn. Huh?
Yes. We'll stamp it under your feet until it's been ground into fine powder.
Fine powder. If you really put all your soul into that, then you're ready for what's coming, right? In place of the Honorable Larry, I offer my soul to you. Larry, come up from behind there and face us like a man. You're scaring my liege. This whole testimony is one giant confession of all the things he's done tonight. He's practically begging for me to show him why he bothered to put himself through all this. Alright, let's get this over with.
Hold it!
Oh shit, wrong one. Wrong button.
Not so fast! Hold it!
Sounds like lies. Like Nick's wife's lying, trying to poison him. Nick's wife. Oh, you mean girlfriend? Yeah, that's totally like that. Wife. Present. Let's present the letter.
Objection!
There we go. Larry, don't even think about it denying that you have knowledge of this letter. Hey! Why are you trying to show anything to me?
Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your loving night. Well, isn't that just romantic?
I forgot she was like him. Like I said, fuzzy memory. Yeah, it was girlfriend. It was Dahlia trying to poison him. While they were in college, by the way. A college romance, unfortunately. And by unfortunately, I mean like Dahlia being there. Well, that's what makes it unfortunate. But you weren't able to send her from above, were you? My loving knight. Ah! I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember a thing.
Objection!
You can pretend to be ignorant all you like, but it's written right here. This letter proves that you were not out to meet the old lady, but rather that you were attempting to pay Miss Minnie a visit. What part of this letter shows that the person that I had intended to meet was Mindy?
Take that!
Larry, I suggest you take up penmanship lessons. That is, if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment ever again. What the heck? What are you talking about? Speak English! You wrote Mindy so sloppily that it became Wendy to the average eye. Hey, stop picking on me. It's so embarrassing. There. Isn't that what childhood friends are for? They're the best, aren't they? For punching. But they'll have to wait until we're off this crime scene. Larry, save me from the scary man. Sure, if you're willing to make amends. Starting with your incredible, embarrassing mistake. That wasn't me. Come again? It's a fake. Someone's out to get me, so they made it the fake letter to set up me up.
I accepted your defeat graciously.
But you guys are being so mean.
Hold it.
Penmanship analysis. What's that? No matter who, all the people have certain unique features to the handwriting. There you go. All we have to do is compare the handwriting to the letter and to a sample of yours. And we'll know soon enough who was that sent the letter. I'll never run another thing in my life!
Hold it.
It's no use, Mr. Loving Knight. For you've already graciously provided me with some of your handwriting. Right here.
Take that.
This autograph was on a mysterious letter. If we compare the handwriting, we'll know the answer to our questions soon enough. Confess now, Larry, to your miserable failure. I'm sorry! I did it! It was me causing trouble again. I admit it. You hit the nail right on the head. Edgy. So he finally confesses. I saw the pink princess being carried around in a stretcher and got worried, alright? I wanted to go into Mindy's room, but the doctor wouldn't let me. So what choice did I have? Oh, it's chimney or bus, Edgy.
Your mind jumped from door to chimney? What a criminally overactive imagination.
Well, at least I was honest to roll Mindy a letter and stuck it under the door. That way, she wouldn't be shocked when I came down to the chimney. Except for the fact that the letter was an utter failure at conveying the sentiment. I'm really, really sorry. Larry, you may be a shameful, good-for-nothing, blight face of humanity. God damn, Edgeworth is not having any children, right? Edgeworth has no children now. However, I always knew you weren't the killer. I told you to trust me. Because at the very least, I can attest to that about you. Gee, you're... Nah!
We've lost a lot of valuable time because of you.
No!
In any case, I believe we can say that we know exactly what happened. Mr. Larry Butt sought to climb down the chimney. Not for access to the crime scene, but to enter the room of the elder lady next door.
Great job, Mr. Prosecutor. Although, I still find it a bit unbelievable that two of your friends. Believe me, you and me both. But the suspicion on the guy over there isn't completely resolved yet. So don't get any funny ideas about running off, okay? No. Hey, what? Edgy, what does a wolfman mean when he says an awful get? He means a murder weapon. Larry, did you forget? There are 2 layers of suspicion hanging over your head. That's exactly what I mean. We can't only rely on the words of a suspect after all. We may have figured out where he was at, where he was and what he was doing all night. But the blood-stained samurai sword was all left at the crime scene. As long as there's no satisfactory explanation for that. This wolf will refuse to eat up with its bites. Edgy, that guy. He looks like he's seriously about to take the bite out of me. I'm well aware. And you should be as well. And this upcoming battle will be crucial. Thanks for the cooperation of Lumbly Bumbler. I've been dealt a very nice hand. And a sweet trump card. Looks like we're about to enter the final bout. Now, prosecutor, let's see what you've got. Can at least point out the contradiction in its supposed murder weapon. But the real problem for me is figuring out what the real murder weapon is. This will be a high-stakes gamble. But there's one game I can't afford to lose. Alright. Why Larry? Why Larry indeed? I was the one who found the body of the victim. The mask too. Besides him was a samurai sword. glittering red, and offering up a said blood. It was supposed to be in the Steel Samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner, the suspect, Larry Bussinger, too. Isn't it a bit far-fetched to accuse someone simply on the basis of ownership? But the owner wanted to sneak onto the crime scene. I think there's plenty to go on, don't you? We literally just proved that he wasn't trying to... What? We literally just proved that he wasn't even trying to go on the crime scene. And he was here. He was here for this. What the fuck are you on? Lang, what the fuck? You were here when we proved it wrong.
Hold it!
If you're alluding to his reason for being by the chimney, we've already established that. Thank you.
Not so fast!
Hold on, Mr. Prosecutor. You two are longtime friends, right? Who's to say that you didn't fabricate the evidence to give him an alibi? You're accusing me of fabricating evidence? You think I can believe anything you produce? Forging evidence is all you prosecutors do. It's been some serious issues with the prosecutors. Come on! I can't think of something as complicated as that. Right, Edgy? Larry, I agree. I can agree that because I know you and your personality well. However, Agent Ling knows something about you. All of me, for that matter. I sense a hatred for my entire profession emanating from his entire being. Meaning that the only way I can prove Larry's innocence is to present irrefutable evidence. Alright. Rebuttal time.
Hold it!
So you were the first to discover the body this time. This time? What's that supposed to mean? You'd better watch what you say. I only said this time because earlier, Kay was the first to discover the body in Babel. And your secretary, Agent Shina, was ready to accuse her of murder for that.
Not so fast!
Ha! So you're going to use that excuse to call me suspicious now? Of course not. I'll simply pointing out that the usual pattern of weird discoveries in bodies. But in Bobley's case, there was proof that she was holding a weapon, right? Well, in this one, it's a bit different. Since I know exactly what the weapon is.
Hold it!
Excuse me, but glittering red and offering up at the scent of blood. Do I have to spell it out for you? I mean the sight of smell of blood, of course. And according to the test, the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. The sword was made to be only used on stage, so it's not sharp. But it is pretty weighty. It's certainly heavy enough to beat someone to death with. Which leads me to suspect that the victim was beaten to death by the sword. Beaten to death, huh? Beaten to death, huh? This last statement is too important, so let's let it slip by.
Hold it!
So the sword is covered in the victim's blood? Yeah. The lab results confirm that the blood was in the sword matches the victim's. But the sword is as dull as a vanilla envelope. It's just a stage prop after all. And the Steel Samurai is all about safety first, so you can't use like a real sword. Steel Samurai has spoken.
The pink princess also appears to have something she'd like to position to as well.
What the pink princess would like to say can wait for the day after the eternity. Anyways, my point is that even though the sword is too dull to slice with, it's certainly heavy enough to bludgeon someone to death with. Therefore,
Hold it!
about the samurai sword, have you received this report from the forensics yet? They confirmed that the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. Alright, but have they confirmed that the outline of this wound is consistent with the weapon? Tell me something. Do you see there a dead body right in front of you? So, if they were investigating autopsy right now, shouldn't the body be not here? Not be here? Well, stupid bitch. I suppose so. I guess they must still be investigating. This room. Meaning that's possible. He doesn't know about that piece of evidence' true nature. Anything else you'd like to chit-chat about? No? Good. Let's continue. That piece of evidence' true nature. Oh, I guess the knife. Yeah. Yeah, okay. It has to be a knife, right? Oh, no. No, maybe? I don't know. Maybe you can do this. It was supposed to be... Okay, no.
Hold it!
Neri has already testified that he forgot the samurai sword here. Yeah, I was shaking hands with the ambassador in here, and I left behind by accident.
Not so fast!
So what? You lied earlier, so say that his excuse is just another lie. But I forget our stuff all the time. Right, Edgy? Tell him. Why don't you just tell him yourself?
You see? What did I tell you earlier? No one will buy such a pathetically weak excuse.
Yes, well, I know that it's not possible to prove such excuse as truth. And yet you offer us fact. You're a worse person than I originally thought. You're free to think what you'd like. However, I know that it's not Larry that is not the killer. Agent Lang, please continue with the argument. Alex falls a fall and it's soon enough.
Hold it!
Just because he's the owner of the weapon, therefore he must be the killer, is it? No. Climbing all the way down to the chimney is plenty of suspicion about my book as well.
Objection!
Regarding that, I've already drawn the truth out, and the truth is the one thing I don't blend.
Not so fast!
It doesn't matter if you or whoever. You prosecutors are all the same. And as for me, prosecutors are one thing I don't trust in.
Objection!
An agent who doesn't trust in prosecutors? What are you playing at?
Sorry, sis. But there are only two things I trust. My subordinates, and the evidence of this crime scene. Agent Lang hates prosecutors, but as long as he trusts evidence as left at the crime scene, then there is something like Angel thinking confusion. It's simply not possible that Steel Samurai Sword is a real murder weapon. So I should focus on proving the point to Agent Lang first.
Let me save. Yeah.
I guess I could just show the knife.
No. Maybe not knife.
I guess the knife?
I guess the knife. There's the other guy. Oh, damn. Ad break soon. Ad break in 3 minutes. And the ads are going to go on for 3 minutes, chat. I'll try and figure this out beforehand. But if I can't, then I'll just wait for you guys. And I guess, I'll present the evidence after the fact, after the ads. I can't really do that, can I?
Hold it!
I've already done this.
Hold it!
Actually, wait a minute. I can't present it right now. I probably can, but I don't have the body with me. Fuck. I don't have the body in evidence. I guess I could try the knife? Anyways? Huh. Let me just try this.
Objection!
Yeah, no, okay. Okay, I had to make sure. Had to make sure it wasn't the knife. Let me look at this again. So we're moving next bonus, moving the point link first. Samurai sword is the murder weapon. I guess it just, huh? I wonder if I could just show him the sword itself. Huh? Actually, you know what? I think it is a sword I gotta present. Because then he said he bludgeoned him to death, but I don't know. Ah, ad's gonna start soon. I'll wait for you guys. I'll wait for you guys. Let me just be real quick, chat. It'd be appreciative if you watch the ads. I'll wait for you guys though. Hi, chat. Welcome back. Thank you for watching ads. Hope they weren't too bad. Alright, let's continue this. Oh shit. A controller. Let me see if I can... Fuck. Wrong one. Let me see if I can just present the sword. See if that works.
Objection!
Damn it. Okay. Was not the sword. Okay. Hmm.
Objection!
There we go. Okay. It can't be the sword because they're flimsy as fuck. Do you know what this is, Agent Lang? Yeah, it's a long spear, right? We used to use those a lot in my country a long time ago. Piercing, mowing people down. Spears are weapons of heroes throughout history.
It's the next most effective weapon after a whip.
Of course you would think that, eventually. Of course you would think that. I think the whip is a slightly different category. So, what's your point? Are you gonna try and tell me that spear is a real weapon? No. I simply want you to take a look at this section here. The way it's bent. Precisely. Apparently, a silent troublemaker hit it against a wall in the embassy earlier. As I can clearly see, the inside is a steel samurai spear. Steel samurai's weapons are hollow. In other words, they're replicas that aren't strong enough to deliver a damaging blow. Let alone the multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to be dealt with. And yet, there's not a single dent in the steel samurai sword. How do you explain that? Ah, yeah! Oh, yeah! The sword and spear are made of the same stuff, so they bend easily. But I wish they'd make them into better stuff, because the spear got bent. I wasn't able to go do my special extra summer rain jet move. Man, I got such an earful from the director of the play for not letting me do it in the show. Steel Samurai's special move was changed tonight because of him. He's surprised about that. Yeah. Yow!
That's more than enough of your whiny whimpering. Now, back on top of the spear.
Yes, let's return to the real topic of the discussion. This is where the real gamble begins. I don't have a real strategy per se. So all I can do for now is let the chips fall wherever they may.
Using guesswork and taking risks in place of real logic is hardly the welcome way. It's neither smart nor very clever.
It's one comma. As you know, unlike your father, I am not a genius prosecutor. Plus, I doubt his record of a 40-year win streak will ever be broken. But perhaps it is best if it remains unbroken. For no one should have conceived of the notion to convict all defendants in the first place.
Objection!
What a foolish statement from a foolishly fool who hates to lose. It's the job of a prosecutor to make sure all defendants are found guilty in court. There's nothing more important in the world than a perfect victory.
Hold it!
That may be your opinion, however. I don't believe that's all we are. As a prosecutor, what I pursue is not the perfect victory, but the perfect truth. And if that means that the bridge I must cross will crumble beneath my feet, then let it crumble as I walk towards the truth. You're good at keeping me entertained, Mr. Prosecutor. But you know, humans are delicate creatures. The slight bump and we expire. I'd like you to consider, if you will, the possibility of that. The sword was used in a way that the attack killed Damask without even bending it. So, what do you think of my hypothesis now, I think you know what to do here, right? And what you need.
Of course. What I need is evidence even he can refute. This is it. It's time to bring this to a close. Why Larry, Part 2?
It's possible to use a samurai sword to kill someone. And under these circumstances, it's the only logical conclusion. We searched the embassy, top to bottom, but the victim's blood is only on the weapon. So isn't it only natural that the suspicion will fall onto the owner of that weapon?
How long do you intend to cling on to this preposterous theory?
As long as I want, because we examined every corner within the walls of the embassy. There's no stone we left unturned. And we have to imagine we've managed to come up with the only one logical conclusion. That the only place inside the embassy with the victim's blood is the sword.
Hold it!
You left no stone unturned? Is that a fact?
Not so fast!
If you've got something to say, then say it in the only way I respect, Miss Prosecutor.
Yes, of course. In that case, allow me to make it all clear for you.
Okay, I've already deduced this, but the victim was killed by the statue. He was killed by the quote unquote one of a kind statue that only ambassadors and secretariats can hold. And the reason they haven't actually found the murder weapon is because they can't touch it.
Hold it!
May I inquire as to how you were able to make such a claim, Miss Edgeling?
Longji says, capable of miracles beyond comprehension. A mysterious creature's man.
Rather than man, it's Agent Lang's quotes that are getting increasingly incomprehensible.
The human body is a mysterious thing. Even with a toy-like sword, it's easy to kill someone if you just hit the right spot.
Which is why I think it's possible to kill this thing without an intent.
Hold it!
But we can only be sure that the only way we can only be sure one way or the other is see if the wound matches the sword.
I know that. But, as long as there's a possibility, I can proclaim it as much as I like.
Hold it!
But you must know that your conclusion is wrong.
Given the circumstance I'm in, the only people I can trust are my subordinates. Because they are much more trustworthy than you prosecutors will be.
Hold it!
Sorry, give me a shot.
Give me a minute, chat. Hold on.
Okay, I'm fine.
And you call yourself a professional?
Not so fast!
You still don't see, do you, Mr. Prosecutor? You have to earn my trust. And the only way to do that is show me proof of another possible murder weapon.
Another possible murder weapon is wrong. There's only one other thing left. This is going to be a gamble, but I can't withdraw from the game now.
You're not gonna get me by trust you by the power of your glare law, you know. Plus, I have other reasons to why I think the samurai sword is a murder weapon.
Hold it!
The only place we could find blood wasn't the samurai sword.
That's right. Even with Luminol. Which means that there's no other possibilities outside of what we already aligned.
Do I have fun with Interlink's assertion that the samurai sword is a weapon?
I do.
If you believe that there's no other door possibility, left to open. Then allow me to force one open for you.
Not so fast.
And how do you plan to do that? By showing you what may possibly be the real murder weapon.
Not so fast.
Ha! The real murder weapon? I hate to repeat myself, but my men have already searched every last inch of the embassy. And they've concluded that nothing else can be used as a weapon. Knowing these facts, you still wish to press forward with your little hypothesis. Of course. Because it's not possible that you men inspect everything in the investigation.
Not so fast.
What are you talking about? I don't appreciate mind games, and I don't appreciate when people like you slander my men.
Hold it.
It's not slandering them, I assure you. I'm merely pointing out that their investigation, Dragnet, has a few holes in it. Namely, that there's something we your men couldn't even lay a finger on. And that item is a real murder weapon. Alright then. I'll play you for now. This real murder weapon that killed the Mask 2. What exactly is it? The real murder weapon, which not a single person has yet touched, is this.
Take that.
The national treasure of Alabast. You mean the Prometheus statue? Yes, and as you know, only the ambassador and his secretary may touch it. Which I believe makes neither of you nor me able to examine it, correct?
Not so fast.
You know very well that if we did, there'd be an international incident between the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babel. The two countries' precarious positions of tears in the balance over a stupid fight relating to a sovereignty statue. But I'll be damned if I let something like go unexamined.
Hold it.
Alright, Agent Lang. If you could take a look at this. The direction of the statue is facing before and after the crime scene are different. And there's only one conclusion I can draw from that. Oh shit. Go look for Ambassador Alba and give him the care to examine the statue. Shifu, you can't listen to this individual's words. He's most definitely trying to trick you. Shifu, please be rational about this. Ugh. Nah, long she says. Just go already. Oh, thanks for the stretch, Stratos. I appreciate it, Stratos. Just looking, I appreciate it. Lurkers are goats, man. Sorry, I shouldn't say. Are the goats. Not just goats. The goats. Lurkers are great. Chat, if they're in Lurkers chat, I appreciate you all. I appreciate all you Lurkers out there. Hopefully the stream's going well. Hopefully you're enjoying. You're the goats, mate. I appreciate you all, chat. If there are any other goats in chat, if there are any lurkers in chat, just know that I appreciate you watching, and hopefully the stream is viewable for you, and entertainable. Yes, sir. Shifu. Yeah. I'm really sorry, sir, but I was able to convince the ambassador. I was able to obtain permission for us to examine the Prometheus statue. I see.
Wait, but then the investigation is essential. Agent Lang, I will go and speak with the ambassador personally.
Save your breath. You may act all we can throw, but that one old man's one tough cookie. But I guess you've got to be tough when you're representing your whole country, you know. Agent Lang, what do you want? What do you want? Let's just hurry up and examine the statue already. Oh, but Shifu, what about causing an international incident? Quiet! I'll take the fall if I have to later.
Hold it.
Agent Lang, the part this is mine. So if someone is to take responsibility, let it be me. Responsibility? If we're going to talk in such heavy terms, maybe I should let you. It'd be a real problem for my men for something to happen to me. Alright then. Let's talk and more investigating. If we want to know the truth, we can't stop here. Action must be taken. Agent Lang, I'd like to run an chemiluminescence test on the statue. A luminol test. Ah, good thinking. If the statue is a murder weapon,
then some of the victim's blood should be on it. Okay, let's get the forensics team in here. Looks like you hit the jackpot, Mr. Prosecutor. I guess it means that this is a real weapon that killed Damas too. Indeed. But I wouldn't celebrate just yet if I were you. This doesn't let your friend off the hook. It doesn't prove that he didn't kill Damas too, so the charge remains.
We are hardly done examining the statue, Agent Lang. Knowing that it is a real weapon, I believe further examination is required.
Ha! You think so? Okay then, knock yourself out.
Ghost Trick person I know is playing later. May I already talk later?
Oh, I know. I know, it's easier to just say two. It's easier to just say two. Ah, there it is. There's a handprint. And what do we have here? The sturdy smudge. Looks like a handprint. What's definitive bit of evidence like you doing under here? Looks like we got some fingerprints down on us.
Worst case scenario, these prints belong to Larry. It looks like it's too late for me to do anything about it now.
Hey, forensics guy. I want these results on these fingerprints ASAP, you hear me?
Agent Lang, I have the analysis results, sir.
Good. And?
Sir, about the fingerprints we lifted from the bottom of the statue.
Well, you know the victim of murder in the Babalese embassy?
The prints belong to him, sir. To Mr. Manny Cochin, sir.
Well, shit. But that's... What's going on around here?
No. It's impossible. Each primitive statue can only be handled by some of that country. But the very fact that Cochin's fingerprints are on this one, it leads me to only one conclusion. This statue is actually Babo's primitive statue.
Impossible! It can't be!
Ah, yeah!
Larry never once set foot on Babali soil, so he's free to go. However, this new piece of information only serves to confuse us even further. The ringleader of the smuggling operation was killed with an Albanian knife from Babel. And Damas II was... Damas II. Damas II was killed on the Alabastian soil with Babali's natural treasure. And the mystery of the great thief Yatagarasu, who was in both countries. Pieces were there, but I yet to see the big picture they were to form.
To be continued, Chad. Goddamn. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh. It's still the middle. What the fuck? It's still the middle? Holy shit. Oh, shit. Interesting. Okay. Okay, okay. It's still the middle. Weird, okay. What time is it? 4 o'clock. God damn it.
I'll play for a little bit more.
Only a little bit more, because I got some laundry to finish up and fold and whatnot. I don't want it to go like all crinkly and whatnot.
I'll play for a little bit more, but I gotta end
Soon, chat.
I gotta end like real soon. Open air stage. I moved to the Damascus second investigation of Franziska and returned to Babel. I suppose my first order of business is to be to look into Babel's statue.
Mr. Edgeworth!
So, Kay, what's the situation?
Oh, it's great! Investigating, so much fun!
In other words, they've made absolutely no progress at all.
Oh, we won't go me off. Honest, sir. We've been investigating our hearts out. Very well then. Would you care to give me an update on your investigation? No, well, you see, oh, we've had a really fun time, sir. I knew it. Zero progress. In any case, Detective Von Gumshoe. Yes, sir. You have permission to enter Albastian Embassy, is that correct? Yep. As local detective, I'm here with the investigation on both sides, sir. Good. In that case, I can leave these pieces of evidence with you. They belong to a lady under the Pink Princess's mask. The Pink Princess? What kind of lady was she? Was playing her, right, sir? The kind that was absolutely playing the role of Pink Princess, Pink Badger yesterday. Oh! What? Oh, understood, sir. Even he knows. Even he knows the pain. If I happen to run into her, I'll give them back to her. If I don't, well, I guess I'll just unload them somewhere. He doesn't seem all that enthused to find her. I can't blame him. Now then, I don't believe I'll be needing this anymore either.
What? Are you really gonna throw that autograph away?
Yes, because that Steel Samurai was a fake. Steel Samurai was a fake. Wow. Damn. Wow. Okay.
Wait, what? What do you mean by fake?
Now then, I believe it's time for a little housekeeping. Many evidence has been rearranged. Okay. It would appear that the stage is also scheduled to be renovated.
You know, I would like to perform a stage like this. Something like the greatest great thief show.
I should think that it would be a bad idea for a thief to show their face to the world.
Hey, you're not going back to Alabaster already, are you?
No, not yet. I still need to get a bit more information first. Mr. Edgeworth, you look like you're enjoying yourself, Detective. Well, I don't have much else I can enjoy as much as a good investigation, sir. So, what did you find out? Ah, well, nothing. I'm sorry, what was that? No, nothing, sir. I found nothing. Ah, oh well. Shame. I know. I take it that he's found nothing on particular use. As usual. As usual. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I got something really interesting for Ambassador Paulino. Oh? And what is that something interesting? This, sir.
Wow, it's so pretty. I'm jealous. That's a real treasure there.
Why does the flame burn green, Detective? So apparently, if you burn a special white crystal oil, that it'll only make it bubble. It burns its green color, sir. Interesting. So it's a special property of the oil. There's copper in the oil? Huh. Good to know. I suppose this is a ploy to force people to produce a bubble so the oil run out.
Yummy! What's all those silhouettes?
I expect some gods on the outside of the lantern to predict the images. Oh. Silhouettes, huh? They're rather pretty, aren't they? Wait, what am I doing? I'm supposed to be asking for an update on the investigation. Hey, what's wrong, sir? There's only one to investigate for me. Do you think you could do that much? You got it, sir.
Hey, that's not fair. Why is Timmy getting to all the fun stuff?
Oh, well, that's because I'm my Mr. Edgeworth's partner.
Ha! I can't believe you took advantage of the confusion and stole my role as assistant.
I expect the two of you to get along and work together like professionals on this. Oh, shit. It's actually evidence. Okay. It's a souvenir from Marvel. It's still a Will Edgern. By the by, how much is it? It was really expensive, sir. But as expensive as my coat. Oh? I see. So it's about the average price of a cheap souvenir. No! Oh, sure. What does he have to say? Ah, so you're back. Oh, you, Mr. Edgeworth. You must be tired. Here, with these, you can eat whatever you like. And these are...
Discount tickets for our cafeteria. They open tomorrow at 10 in the morning. I appreciate the concern, however, these coupons do nothing for me right now. It's open air stage. What function does it serve exactly? Well, normally, we give it to for a variety of events. It's all to attract the extra bit of attention to Bubble. I did tonight, over the Albacinian Rose Garden. Ambassador Albo was to give a speech. And you know what? Manny told me that I really should give a speech too. So Cochin told you that? Yeah, he did. Which is why I thought I should give a speech of my own. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to. Because of the fire the Atagarasu started. Exactly. Ambassador Parlano, I'd like to ask you a little more about the Primitive statue. Oh, I see. Well, let me ask you this. Did you know that the Albastian and Babel used to be one country called Karopia? Yes. I know that much about your history. Well, the Primitive statue belonged to the founders of Karopia. At least, that's how the story goes. It was bequeathed unto the King of Karopia as a symbol of the country's wealth. So it was meant as a symbol of sovereignty and the right to rule, I take it. Yes, that's right. Which is why both countries are so adamant about their claim. We hold the real statue, therefore we hold the right to rule, is the reasoning. It's pretty petty when you think about it though, I suppose. If the Albastian and Babylon were to re-establish relations, shouldn't that put an end to the squabbling over the statue? I have no reason to believe so. The Primitive statue is even more important now than as a key to diplomacy. I wonder if Master Plano knows about what has happened to the very important key to diplomacy. Perhaps I should try shuffling the key and see what it has to say about it. Oh fuck. Yeah. It's gonna be a bad time. It's gonna be a bad time, unfortunately. Ambassador Paulino, there's just one thing I'd like to ask you about. Yes? Oh, and don't worry. You can ask me more than just one thing. How about 2 or 3? In exchange, I expect you to be coming back to Bubble, yes? Thank you, but just the one thing is alright for now, or require. Manny Kojin, I'd like you to ask about the man who was the secretary. Sure, I'll tell you what I know. Thank you for cooperation, Ambassador. He was, well, if I had to put into one word, he was an able man. If there was ever anything I needed as an ambassador, he was able to get it for me. To think that a man like that had a hand in smuggling ring right under my nose, going completely unnoticed. Actually, I suppose he was an able man. I suppose because he was an able man, I was unable to detect his dirty dealings. Sounds like Manny Koshin has a very sharp mind. Recently, Manny had been really busy. Since I became Bobley's representative at the Country Unification Council, he's been working tirelessly to cover my work for me. I'm sorry, but what is this Country Unification Council? Oh, well, you see, had tonight's event proceeded without a hitch, our two countries were to reunify and become one again. But I guess that with how things turned out, that dream won't be realized anytime soon. Suppose not.
Really? Reunify? Interesting.
Ambassador Paulino, if you could please take a look at this for me. The Primitive statue sitting in Albas right now actually belongs to Bubble. So it would appear. I received a call from Miss Von Cumber about this earlier, and you will understand why I wish to inspect Bubble's Primitive statue immediately. Because the statue currently in your country possession. Yes, well, I've already inspected it myself. And it is definitely an Albas statue. I know because it's the real
What?
How the fuck did you know that?
Am I going today? I'm gonna end soon. I gotta get some laundry finished soon, so I gotta end in like a few minutes. Unfortunately, I want to do this a bit of the game first at least, but I'm gonna end soon in like 10-20 minutes.
And you're saying that Bubbleless was a replica? I'm embarrassed to say it's true, even though I knew that someday it would be exposed. I received my orders from Legions Bubble, and I was to negotiate with Ambassador Alba at this event. I was to negotiate him and fix the results of the evaluation tonight. To say that we cannot determine which statue was the real one.
Hold it!
Why are you telling me this?
Well, because you already figured it out. Our statue is just a hollow gold shell. Even if Baba was to lose face, the reunification of the country is what's important. I'm right in thinking that, aren't I? I'm not making any mistake, alright? If you don't know yourself, then I won't pretend to know either. I never thought about being betrayed by my own secretary. The real symbol of wealth will be given to me. Isn't it simply ironic?
Hey, where are you going? Are you heading back to Alabas?
Yes, but before I do, I suppose I should give you a summary of what's happened.
Oh shit. What was I muted? The fuck? What the hell? Sorry about that.
Hey, where are you going? Where are you going? Are you getting back to Alice?
Yes, but before I do, I suppose I should give you a summary of what's happened.
Oh, I see.
I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it. I'll be sleeping soon, don't worry. I'm gonna sleep soon. I'm getting tired anyways. But I also gotta finish laundry before it gets all crinkled up.
Oh, I see. So there's been a murder in both countries. You get an object from the other country.
That's the gist of it. Baba was just as strict as Alabast in their inspection of the people and things they entered the country, meaning that somehow both murder weapons were smuggled into two countries. That's the only logical conclusion that can be drawn. Perhaps the key to the weapon smuggling is the person who travels both countries.
You mean the fake Yatagarasu?
In one way or another, the Yatagarasu is connected. Of this I'm sure. Now then, where was Yatagarasu first spotted? I believe it was a rose garden on the Alabasta side of the embassy. The garden is just on the other side of the boundary. It's where Ambassador Alba was to give a speech tonight. At least, that's where I heard the Yatagarasu had appeared. In that case, I believe it's vital to investigate the rose garden post haste.
Wait, before you go, take a good look at this, Edgeworth.
What is this?
My guess is that's a guitar pick. I picked it up just now over there. Do you think it'll be of any use?
There's still the water on it. How did the water get on it? Doesn't look like there's been anything that could get away from it around here.
I was thinking they have concerts at the open air stage from time to time, right?
Alright, I'll find its owner later. Interesting.
Oh yeah, there's one more thing. Mr. Edgeworth, would you be willing to hold on to this for me?
What is this?
It's misused perfume. It's the bottle that woman left behind, and I found 7 years ago. I thought that one day it'd be some use in tracking her down. So I kept it safe all the time.
Wow. Good on you, Kay. Holy shit. That is actually a good idea. Thank you.
I'd be honored to hold on to it for you. Bags full of cement powder are stacked up here. I suppose they're up for renovation.
Yeah, but because I don't smell gold here, or any treasure for that matter.
Kay, the only scent that you should detect in a place like this is the smell of sweat.
Hey, Miss Edgeworth. That was a pretty good play on words there.
Nah, Gummy, don't randomly jump into one of our dialogues like that.
Were you eavesdropping on us, Detective? Come true?
Oh, no, it's not like that, sir.
A ladder.
Actually, that's a stepladder.
Oh my god. It's fucking conversation again. It's fucking ladder conversation again, I swear to god.
They're exactly the same thing.
No way! From the structure up, it's totally different. But of course, from a thief's perspective, that's the best kind of ladder is a rope ladder. A stepladder is much more heavy to carry around after all.
From a prosecutor's perspective, any type of ladder is guilty of being dangerous during an earthquake.
Oh, man. Goddamn.
Hey, do you think they have the scent of treasure coming from the bush?
Scent of treasure.
Not at all.
No! Mr. Edgeworth, you totally aren't with it.
I'm not with it?
No! And it's important that you for both thieves and prosecutors to be energetic.
Perhaps for a thief like you, but that level of energy is unbecoming of a prosecutor.
You really think so?
The prosecutor,
We met at the Waterland seems to be pretty active.
well, he's not a prosecutor anymore. See how everything just naturally bounces out? There's a sign here warning passerbys to take on precautions around this renovation site.
They're really going all out, huh? Their construction's going everywhere.
I believe Ambassador Palermo said it was to attract more tourists and visitors.
But what can they do with the new stuff they're building? Hey, what do you think they should do, Mr. Edgeworth?
How about transforming it into a courthouse?
Hey, be serious.
I was being serious.
Just looking at the scaffolds make me want to climb them.
I recommend that you do not try. There was a fire brewing here not too long ago.
Yeah, but I think enough time has passed, so I should be alright. Thief Child says, if there's a height to be scaled, then scale you must.
Starting from Thief Child, would you care to explain what you just said?
There be real time of it cleaning up after the fire.
Suppose we should stay out of here and investigate the site some more then.
This bush looks like the perfect place to hide something so treasure, right? You know?
But there's no treasure inside those things.
Oh, too bad.
But we do have a lot of treasures back in Babo.
Sounds great. I'll be sure to pay you guys a visit sometime for a 5-finger discount.
Sure. Welcome me anytime. Are you sure we don't want to invite a thief into your own country with open arms?
So how come there be traffic cones so white and red?
That's because they're highly visible from a great distance.
Oh, is that why? So then, the reason you wear the white red suit is for visibility's sake?
Please don't compare me to a ragged plastic traffic cone. Oh, that's kind of funny, actually. That's pretty funny. Can I go here? I can't. We saw the show just beyond the Zors, but it's been quite a number of hours now.
Mr. Edgeworth, have I ever told you that you talk like an old fogey?
I was merely reminiscing. Is that such a crime? I guess I can't really do this. How is the investigation going in the Bubbly's Secretary's office, Kay?
Well, even though we found a few treasures, they're all been pretty burnt out to a crisp. A treasure's a terrible thing to waste.
Anyways, is something else I should know about?
Oh, that's right. You know what I found in the office? A wooden bear carving. It's so cute. Can I have it? Can I please?
Of course you can't have it. By the sound of things, it appears that there's been no progress in the investigation. Damn it. It would appear that the stage is also scheduled to be renovated. Wait, what? Wait, where's Gumshoe? I guess it just moved, and that's what... Okay. I think I'll be returning to the investigation in Albas now, but...
I know. I'll go back to Boblin and do some more investigating there.
Ah, shit. Okay.
I see you're back, Miles Edgeworth. How are things in Boblin? Although, I can't really say I expected much from scruffing that girl.
The investigation into Manny Koshin's death hasn't really progressed any. However, the investigation into Yatagarasu has.
Ah, yes, the Yatagarasu. Even now, I find it hard to believe. A person who can flee to traverse 2 countries at will? Preposterous.
Well, that's why I came here to investigate. I heard that this is where the witnesses claim they have seen the Yatagarasu.
That's correct. Ambassador Alba was supposed to give a speech there tonight in Albast. And that's where the Yatagarasu appeared. The shadow of a mysterious thief appeared, and just as suddenly, it vanished. After that, there's a fire in the Bobbly's embassy, and they had the garage started.
I'd rather not a single feather from the Yatagarasu shall escape my diligence.
Begin investigation. Okay. Okay then. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Okay. Okay, chat. Thank you for watching, chat. Thank you, Shredders, for looking and watching as always. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Okay. Thank you, Shredders, for coming. Thank you for lurking. And thank you, lookers and vlog viewers. Thank you all for coming. Hope you all enjoyed. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be starting Resident Evil 1. The remake, specifically, of course. Not the original PS1 game, but the remake that was on GameCube. Of course, I'm gonna be playing the Steam version, but yeah, should be fun, chat. I can't wait. I also just realized I gotta make the overlay for that, so hopefully it won't be too late in that. But yeah, tomorrow should be fun. Tomorrow should be fun. And if anything happens, I'll let you guys know on Discord or Twitter if anything happens. And I now have just as a heads up, I have a Patreon now apparently, and I have a friend of mine that's supporting me on there. So I guess I'm promoting Patreon now. Exclamation mark Patreon for that. And there's only $3 and $5 tiers. So if anyone is interested in subbing to the Patreon for either $3 or $5, it'd be appreciated. Yeah. Anyone that subs gets a free sketch, black and white, from the $3 tier. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. If anyone is interested, I'd be appreciative. And if not, then spread the word, of course. But yeah, that'll be it for me, chat. I gotta sleep. And I gotta do some laundry before I sleep up, so yeah, I got some things to do. Thank you again, chat. I appreciate it. Thank you again, Stratos. And yeah, I will see you next time, chat. See you tomorrow for Resident Evil. Take care. And good night. And don't forget to hydrate, like I'm doing right now. Remember, chat, water's the good shit. Take care, chat.